All right, all right. Let's get to it, y'all. Let's get to it. Y'all, come on in. Wipe your feet off. Let's get into it. Don't you bring that bullshit up in here. Y'all know what time it is, man. We're going to get into it as we do. Black Cat Panther podcast, man. Here you go. All right, y'all. All right, y'all. I'm just moving around. I can't get my regular music to play. But ain't no problem. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know we in here, man. Like I said, wipe your feet off. And today, y'all know we talking about the draft, the day after the draft. The first round is over. You can unpucker yourself. You already see what's going on, how we get ready to do, how they get ready to do what it is. And so all the suspense and your stomach in a knot, this and that, you get into the meat and the potatoes of the second round, and we're gonna go from there. Hey man, I see y'all boys, man. Omar Tillman, Jay Wicked, what's going on? Buck, Broski Bell. Hey man, y'all keep coming on in, Kitty. What's going on, baby? I see you. West Coast Carolina, what's going on, man? Neo, what's up with you, man? I see all y'all up in here. Y'all keep coming on in, keep coming on in. We talk. Y'all know what time it is, man. We talking about this draft, man. We getting ready to get into this draft. Day two gonna start in a little while. We'll have coverage on that as well. But right now, we're gonna talk about the picks as they went around the NFL and selected future players in the 2026 draft. How you feeling? Temperature check. How you feeling? Did you like the pick? Did you love the pick? Are you sitting there saying, "Well, damn, what did we do? What did this person do?" Um, I just jump out there on a limb and say the biggest thing about it was Dan Morgan said that was the best player available on the board. There was a lot of players in there at that time that could have came in and impacted the Carolina Panthers. It's not like the Carolina Panthers is a fully built force to be reckoned with or contending team. It's a lot of stuff that a lot of players that was in there that we could have used. Far as on the defensive side, there was I got mad, y'all, last night. Be all honest, y'all know I don't sugarcoat it. I don't hold no punches. I got mad last night because my thing is, if you're gonna run a 3-4 defense, the biggest thing about us right here has been the defense. The defense improved. You sit right here, you talk shit about Evero, and his unit as a whole is rated higher than that offensive unit. That offensive unit has everything and then some. I have said this before and other people come on and try to bait some little bullshit ass point, that's not true. You have went in free agency the first 2 years and you spent buku money on the offensive line. And you steady going on the offensive line. You're steady putting in resources on the offensive line. Now, Monroe Freeland out of Georgia, offensive tackle, they say can play both sides. But Monroe Freeman, offensive tackle out of Georgia, has limited snaps, limited game experience. Anybody can sit here and say he was the best tackle because of the numbers off of that 1 year. That's a small sample size. Once again, small sample size to sit there and say he can play right, he can play left. Now, insurance policy going for the future? Yes. So, why do you want to say this was a future move? This was a chess move? If you want to look at it like that, okay. But if you want to say, you can't sit here and say what they've been saying. So therefore, ain't nothing but smoke signals and mixed signals coming out of this Carolina Panther camp. Why you saying that, Goat? What are you talking about? Smoke signals and mixed signals coming out of this Carolina Panther camp. I'll say it once again. What I'm saying is this. They said they want to contend now. So you don't go get the safety. You don't go get Peter Woods. You don't go get, hell, even another explode. I didn't want to see them get, and I know they've been taking shit about it, another offensive weapon. We don't need that like we need that like a hole in our head. Because I'm going to ramble on a little bit. I watched some shows, read some things. Oh, got Tate McMillan. They already inserting Jalen Coker. I write down Jalen Coker as the number 2. He's already they crowned him. He's already got the crown now. Jalen Coker, I'm on your ass. I'm on your ass, homeboy. Along with the rest of your offensive unit. And so that's you and Bryce Young. I stay on his ass. So therefore, if he don't make you a legitimate 2, because you got a crown now. You are a target, my boy. You are a target. You got a crown on your head. You are a target. Okay? With this target on your head, you didn't look like a professional and get in shape because these people out here done crowned you. You better be a legit number 2. They said him, and they was like, if we'd have got one of them other receivers, would have fell in the 3. So people are Xavier Legette, you might as well get your itinerary together because they're getting you in the eyes of the public opinion around him, you on your way out. Whether it's Mechie, whether it's one of them other boys coming to take the number 3 spot, and you may be full receiver gadget man. I don't know, bro. I don't know what the plan is over there. We've been focusing on wide receiver, and I still can't see the fucking plan in the rooms of how this shit's gonna work over here, other than Ted McMillan. When y'all get ready to come on, somebody tell me I'm wrong. You've been working on the wide receiver room for 3 fucking years, and all you got is one surefire guy. You got one little joker, because he was a rookie that just did have 1,000 yards. You can call him a little joker, or if you play the deuce of spade, whatever, that's what he is. He's not a big joker. Not a big joker yet. I'm sorry. I'm gonna give it to you like it is, man. Nothing but the warm, unadulterated everything with it. Okay? So then you got a bunch of possibles. You don't know if Jalen Coker, but you put a crown on his head, he got a target on the head, I'm on your ass. It better be a connection, him and Bryce Young. Now, mother done said it, and I've said it before. Oh, man, yeah, they glad it wasn't Kenyon Sadiq, because we already had J.T. Sanders, Tommy Tremble, Mitchell Evans, and people are coming out exposing Bryce Young, say he can't throw the middle of the field. He don't throw the middle of the field. He don't use the tight end anyway. We've said that over here. Now they just starting to say it in the media. People tired of his ass. You got to perform, homeboy. And I know mother say, oh, y'all hate on him. Y'all just talk about it. A fact is a fact. A fact is a fact this morning. It was a fact yesterday. It's going to be a fact tomorrow. I done been told y'all it's 2 things that you can't do shit about. And that's yesterday and tomorrow. But a fact is a fact in both of them. A fact yesterday, it's going to be a fact today, and it's going to be a fact tomorrow. Now, your ass can't do nothing about yesterday and tomorrow. All you can worry about is today. So, that don't push the envelope. This move right here with Freeland, limited snaps, this is a future move. This does not push the needle going into next year. And I know some of the Bryce Young guys that want to get a weapon for him, y'all mad. Y'all big mad. Y'all big mad that a receiver, they going to get one probably it's 3rd round guy, but that's what I said. That might, with the rest of these motherfuckers out here, we got to see who's going to come out of camp. They ain't figured that thing out yet. And that's the number one thing they've been working on. So put the rest of the shit into perspective. I'm mad because you don't finish the job that you start. You spend money in free agency, you do this, and you don't finish the job. We need a 3 tech. We need a 3 tech. We need a 3 tech. You went out there and you got Jalen Phillips, who had 5 sacks, 5 or 6 sacks or some shit, a bunch of fucking pressure, playing with Carter, who is one of the best 3 techs in the NFL. He got the skill set, the attitude, the size, the match. He is a 3 tech. You gotta it's an attitude that you carry yourself with when you 3 tech as defensive tackle. Y'all see how Derek Brown is unspoken, and sometimes you call him a gentle giant, and sometimes he go off, you got to piss him off. Well, a 3 tech stays pissed off. A three tech wake up in the morning pissed off. You see how he walked over there in that Cowboy game? Asked Dak what the fuck was he doing? Spit on that nigga and got kicked the fuck out. A three tech don't play that shit. Don't touch me. I'ma fucking bite you. I don't play with me like that. That's a three tech, bruh. You got to have attitude, size, strength. It's a different mentality playing in that position, in them trenches, in that foxhole. Boy, I love the offensive defensive line, and you just piss me the fuck off. Now, hey, you drafted a lineman. I'm cool, but it's a chess move for next year. That is Taylor Moton's replacement, whether they want to say it or not. But if Icky don't come out straight, he's going over there and he's moving down, and Damian Lewis is up out of here. We got rotational pieces. They trying to tell you, see, they lying, man. I don't know why you lying. Talking about, well, Josh Naaman retired. That motherfucker stayed hurt and wasn't an impact factor. No fucking way. He couldn't. There's no way Josh Neiman would have held up for 17 games. You see what I'm saying? See, you got to go in this motherfucking shit and stir this shit up and get the truth out of it. You understand? And you got to do the research and do it for yourself. Like they said, if you don't want nobody to find it, put it in a book. Red said that the other day. See, they put the book out there for you. Y'all motherfuckers just don't read it or look at it. Y'all don't read it or look at it. That's a future pick, but all them other guys was there that could have played yesterday, the day. You see what I'm saying? You could have finished off the D line. Peter Woods, right there. The safety, right there. Just like they said about that boy for the Cowboys. He can come in and line up the defense. Yeah, we got a middle linebacker and lower and everything like that. But that center field safety takes shit to another level. On a unit, make no mistakes, the defensive unit is the best we got. That D, the D that they gonna put on the field, finished last year, could pretty well take you somewhere. If your goal is to come in here and win the South, you can do it. As fucking bad as the South is, like I've been preaching for the last couple of weeks. You put that defense, a finished product defense on the field with them key positions. Now you got places where you one injury away on the defense from it going all to hell. I promise. I'm serious. Then you go to the offense side of the ball. You got lineman after lineman after lineman after, and now you got a future project piece. Freeland, he's not starting this year. You signed a 1-year rental that's gonna start. This man's gonna play special teams pretty much. Then y'all want to kick Icky out? Throw the baby out with the bathwater? Let me run his resume down. When they drafted him, he was a day one starter that graded out that his rookie year at a 91 percentile. Anything over 90 is elite, my boy. 90 to 100 is elite. His numbers went down when he started playing with Bryce Young because y'all got to understand every position on that offensive unit has to account for Bryce Young and has to do different things for Bryce Young. He has to look over that inside right shoulder and find him. And he's not a big target back there. I just told you, don't throw to the middle of the field. They got to look over and find him. He likes to roll out to that left side. You know what I'm saying? Because he said himself that he can't roll out to the right and throw that thing across that body. Weak arm, fucked up footwork. You know what I'm saying? Don't get the power out of his body. I'm just telling y'all. Man, we're not evaluating this guy talking about what you know what I'm saying? Because they're like, you did that on Bryce. But I'm one of them people that's pissed off because you should have finished the defensive line. Start something, fucking finish it. Or you could have went in that linebacker core. You could have moved back like the Bills, gathered up another day 2 pick. You know what I'm saying? And still went in there and got all them pieces that was left on the board. I don't. Fuck, bro. You know, I see some other people did some great things in the draft. I don't know, man. I've been wrestling with this thing, and that's what I come up with. I've been wrestling with this thing. That's what I come up with, and I know people gonna get up there and say, "Yeah, no, I'm wrong. This, that, the thing. This, that, the third. Um, what's new? I just come out right. I win money when I bet you niggas. So I I'm on the top side of things a lot more than I'm on the bottom side. People want to talk about, oh, I thought this team was going to do this and this. That's what you said. But damn, I can't nobody predict this shit 100%. Mel Kiper been doing this shit longer than I've been alive, and he's terrible. Todd McShay, all them motherfuckers like that right now. But I'm hitting harder than them motherfuckers. Now this here, that there, with the offensive lineman threw me for a loop. And that's what I can come up with. That's a future pick. And I don't think Carolina Panthers are in position to be making future picks right now or picking for, for the future. And I told you, and I said again, Dan Morgan, you better have a plan, nigga. And Dave Canales, you still look lost, boy. Driver.
What it do?
Hey, it's on you, brother. What you feel like?
Oh man, I'm excited, man. Shit, I'm ecstatic. Nigga, we just went and
Okay.
grabbed the motherfucking another lineman. Oh man. We build it in the trenches, man. If you want to win the Super Bowl, you want to get to the goddamn with confetti fall at, you gotta have the motherfuckers in the trenches, man. They build it in the trenches, man.
He's
I'm
not
trying to
playing
see
this year,
what's the
though, driver.
uproar is.
He's not playing this year, though, driver.
That's
I can see if he was
fine.
a day one. I can see if he was a day one starter like Icky, or if you'd have got Big Proctor.
Go. We don't need him to start right now. We building up. One thing about when you build a team, right? You gotta go for what you need. What we need right now is a team offensive blocking.
Mm-hmm.
I would have preferred it in the second round because
Okay,
that's what I
okay,
was
say,
leaning
say,
on.
say that again. Say that again. What we need right now is what?
We need offensive line. We need D line. We need to win in the trenches.
Okay, so why didn't you get the 3 tech for the defense? That's all I'm
Um,
saying. Why didn't you get the
it's
3 tech
question
for the
because
defense when you hold. Now let's do this right here. This right here. Everybody's on here. We're gonna have a discussion. So if somebody's talking, y'all do not talk over them, please. Not today. Not today. I ain't feeling it today. Please don't talk over them today. Let them make their point. So you say that again, driver.
yeah, I just think for us in the trenches, I think that what we was lacking. I think that's how we lost the playoff game. Defensive side of the ball, offensive side of the D line. I felt like that's where we lost the game at. So to me, them taking this time to evaluate the offensive line, we had some injuries. I think that was a great move. I think that you had people on the far right wanting the wide receiver. You had people on the far left wanting the defense. And I think based on how T constructed, you got, even with Atlanta, old boy finna come back. He'll be playing next year. So you gotta have niggas to block these type of niggas. If somebody go down, next man gotta come up. So
Yep.
uh if you look at how Tampa Bay went, I think all that was sold on Tampa Bay taking Ruby Bang.
Exactly. I was
They was
about to say
able to
that.
get him at
Mm-hmm.
DN. They know they gotta, protect the quarterback. And looking at how our division starting to shape up,
And the
man, it's
Saints.
some hell of fire edge rushers out there.
How about the Saints? Don't forget about the Saints defense line.
So that was my point. I'm gonna let everybody go. That was it.
I agree with you,
What's up, the
driver.
rest of y'all fellas? I see y'all come on. Let's get to it.
What's going on? What's going
What's
on?
going on, everyone?
Good morning, everybody. Good
Morning, fellas.
morning.
Morning, morning.
Good
So
morning.
I'm gonna go ahead and just get this out the way. There is a football god here. Jets, thank you for answering my prayers. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for answering my prayers. I appreciate that. Now, at first, when we got Freely here, I was like, what the heck is this? But then after calming down, after really thinking about it, where we were going, and after the fact of actually looking at our offensive line and actually seeing where we're going, I'm not mad at the pick. You know, we got Walker here as a 1 year rental. We don't know what Icky's gonna be. Moton's on his last leg. So we got a guy
Okay,
here
so
that
you
can
say
actually,
Edge, I'm gonna ask you. You said
what's up?
now, you say you don't know where Icky is gonna be, as far as the
Yeah,
injury, right?
yeah, one
Okay,
hundred
you
percent.
talking
Just
about
because,
coming back for
just
the injury,
injury,
just because of the injury. Okay, okay,
just
okay,
injury status. That's all.
okay, okay.
Walker's here on a 1 year rental, and we don't, and he's playing for a contract, you know, today. And Moten's basically I'm not saying he's done, but he's on the tail end of his career. He's about to hit 30. He's on the tail end of his career. So getting Monroe here was a great pick. Not a lot of people gonna like it because it's like, oh, we need an offensive player. We need an offensive player. Okay, cool, but let's look at the last three Super Bowl winning teams. Where was it won at? In the trenches.
It was defense.
It was defense, but it was the trenches. It was trenches, on offensive line and defensive line.
Thank you, Buck.
You
It
know,
was defense,
Yeah,
defensive
yeah,
trenches.
yeah. It was defensive trenches, but at the same time, you got to have the offensive trenches as well locked
Seahawks.
in, so that way the defense can actually do what they need to do. So
I
as of right
think we
now,
got them
I'm
though,
not mad
Edge.
about it.
Far as the offensive trenches, far
Hmm.
as the offensive trenches, I think we had them. We could have worked with what we had. We ain't picked a defensive player in 5 years, bro.
Wow.
That ain't
Five
true.
years.
That
There was
that that
nobody to draft
that's
though.
true.
Go.
That is
There was
true.
nobody good enough to draft that high, brother. There's no way you can make a case for nobody to draft in the first round a defensive player as low as Carolina had to pick. There's no case you can make, brother. There's no case.
So
Now,
Well,
Caleb
the
was
said,
safety,
there.
the safety, Leo.
no, they already got the position. Go. I mean, he good, but they got Ransom, they got Murray, they got players back there. That wasn't a weakness. Go. That was not a weakness. That was
It
not a
wasn't.
weakness. I hear you,
Leo,
brother.
Leo, it wasn't a weakness. But Nick Scott, you're not going to sit up here and legitly tell me that Nick Scott was the savior for us. You're legitly not going to tell me that right now.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I didn't say that at all. I said it wasn't a
Okay,
weakness. But a left tackle is more important than a damn safety. There's no
I
way in the
understand.
world. No
Understand,
way.
Yeah.
hey, brother, I got you on that, and I understand that part. But at the same time, we need somebody for Nick. We need somebody to take over for Nick Scott, because Nick
You
Scott is
don't
just not the
understand.
guy.
You
And
don't
guys,
understand.
you still have a
There's
second round
other
pick,
players.
third round pick, fourth round pick, fifth round picks. You can get a starting safety with one of those picks.
We can.
And when you look at it too, let me just say this really, really quick. So Moten is not going to be on the team next year. Walker's not going to be on the team next year. What the good teams do, they have their at minimum the guys who are going to come in and take their spots. They don't wait until they're just completely empty of that position and then go rush out and draft a guy to fill that position. They do that a year or two ahead of time. That said, right, I still think there's a chance Freeling is starting this year because I think he's the most talented player they have as a tackle already. And Rasheed Walker's kind of like light in the ass. Like he's not like a mauler, like run blocker. He's just more just like a pass protection guy, which is great. He's a solid player. Moten's 32 years old. They're not paying Moten $30 million last year. They can make him a June 1st cut, and it's only like a $6 million cap hit. So, I mean, I think what I'm trying to say is, they did it a year in advance just in case, but I do think there's a really good chance he ends up starting this year.
I can agree
They
with
were
that.
smart. They would draft the offensive lineman from Oregon if he's available at 51. Because, like I
You
say,
talking about a Emmanuel. See, that's why I thought they was gonna come back and get Emmanuel Pergon. You see what I'm saying? You could have get him. You see what I'm saying? Because he's still. Hold on, let me go. Y'all go ahead. And I tell you what them grades was. I looked at it because I said it when we did Station 88, and I told y'all it's a lot of offensive linemen in this draft. When I looked at it, I think on the second or third episode that we did. Have to go back. So
Yeah.
I still think that was we should have went
Guys,
defense. We should have went defense. We should have went
yeah.
defense. I
And
do
But
agree. So
Driver was
We
right
should have.
though. But Driver was right though. Driver was he was playing. They was playing chess match with the Bucks. They want we want defense. They had to go offensive line. They was playing chess.
no, y'all don't dictate what we do, Buck. Y'all don't dictate what we do. This weak ass NFC South. Y'all don't dictate what we do.
Driver was right though.
I'm gonna wait my turn like you asked us to, but I just want to tell Buck one thing. Buck, can you hear me, Buck?
Yeah,
Yeah, Ruben Bain has short arms.
we know that. Everybody knows that. He was
Okay.
only reason why he failed because he got into trouble. That's why he failed.
Okay.
I don't know.
That's all I got, y'all. That's all I got. That ain't got nothing to do with the football discussion. That's just for
Yeah,
Buck, y'all.
but it was
Yeah.
A plus. It was A plus grade though. A plus.
Yeah, it was significant, man, that we was able to obtain, like I say, man, an offensive lineman, man. I mean, it for where our team going, bro. If you look at like I was saying earlier, we was one step ahead far as how we won a division. So, it ain't look pretty that we won it, but we won it and we able to build the team. Like,
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to be a step ahead. You got a running back with questions. You got a right tackle about to retire within a year. You got a left tackle with questions. You got too many, question marks for us when you're trying to control the line of scrimmage. You got to run the ball. You got to block. All that shit matters.
And protecting Bryce too. You forget about that too. Protect Bryce, little Bryce. Protect Bryce.
So I think we actually hit, we hit where we need to be at.
I think
I
you
mean,
could
second
have.
round, you could go out and go defense. You could do so many multiple ways, man. It ain't your mind ain't just locked in on one thing.
Yep.
Can
We
I?
got a
Can
lot
I?
of
Can
needs on this team, bro. We got a lot of
hey,
needs on this team. It
yeah,
ain't just
logic.
offensive line. It ain't just defense.
What is it then?
You could have got deep offensive line help later in the draft. There was no way you didn't address that safety position right
Maybe
there.
Tipper that was his best board on his draft board though. Tipper's draft
I ain't
board.
give a damn about what Tepper thinks. Tepper need to stay his ass away from football shit.
So
Thank you,
logic.
Logic.
How about that was his
But
big board though.
but guys, listen.
Maybe that
Think
was his
about
big board.
this. Like, is it easier to find a safety or a D tackle in later rounds, or a stud left tackle?
Was he the best guy at that position?
Hey,
Absolutely.
Monroe Freeling, I think, was the best left tackle in
Monroe
this
Freeland
entire
got the
draft.
least amount of experience out of everybody up there.
I think
yeah, he
He
Monroe
was.
Freeling
does.
is the best
He
left
started
tackle
one
in this
year.
draft.
1 year.
Logic. Let me say this, and
Go
I'm a
ahead, brother.
UGA fan, so I can
I know.
answer all
Yes, sir. Yes,
questions
sir.
on
Go ahead.
Monroe Freeling. But this is what I was gonna say. I'm only basing what I'm saying right now on the comments that I heard coming out of Carolina Panthers Spear leading up to the draft. Yes, there were some people who felt like the offensive line was in play for y'all, but it wasn't viewed as a top one of your top needs. It was not. You could talk yourself into it this morning after the fact, after the night before. You can tell yourself she ain't pregnant, but you gonna worry because you know that you didn't have on, you weren't strapped up when you let loose in her. So you could talk yourself out of it this morning. You could talk yourself into him being the option for y'all. But I'm just telling you, when y'all got that Walker dude from Green Bay, it was a sigh of relief. Oh, he's not that much worse than Icky. We've taken care of the left tackle position. That's what I heard. What I heard was we need a D tackle, another linebacker, or a safety, or y'all were going to get a surefire complimentary number 2 wide receiver for Ted. The offensive tackle was probably fourth or fifth on the list of what I was hearing. Now all of a sudden, it was the best pick in the draft.
Exactly.
Well,
That's
well,
my
Fuck
well,
out
my
of
point.
here.
That's my
well,
damn
let me
point.
make the case. Can I make the case for it? Easy, make the case. Walker contract 1 year. That's the left tackle. Ickes knew he tore his patella tendon. No guarantee on him coming back. And he a free agent after this year. The right tackle, this guy, he's about to retire. The guard, Robert Hunt, often injured. He's not young, and they don't have a center. And Freeman was arguably the best left tackle in the draft. I'm not saying he went against Panay Sewell or anybody that was a dominant left tackle in school or coming in any draft, but you don't have a left tackle guaranteed after this year. The left guard, he often injured, and the right tackle, he's aging in years, and you ain't got no center. How do you
Leo,
resolve that?
Leo, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question.
Not hold on, real quick, Red. Everybody, anybody know? Listen to me. I don't go off what people
Yes,
say. I just go by
yes.
what I see and what I believe. So
I, I,
I heard what you said. I heard what you said though. But
I'm gonna
this
tell
is
you.
just
I'm gonna
what
tell
my
you how
belief.
you resolve that. I'm gonna tell you
Well,
how
yeah,
you
I was
resolve
saying the
that.
exact same thing, Leo.
That's not a need that has immediacy to it. You take care of that next year. Then what I would say about those other positions, this is what I would say. You have a glaring need at the number 2 at your other linebacker position. There's no question that there were plenty of opportunities to move around between 20 and 32. You can't
Thank you.
tell me
Buffalo did it all night.
you can't tell me that Dan Morgan didn't have an option to move back and take one of those linebackers, the second or third safety, whatever, defensive tackle, Caden McDonald, the kid out
Caden
of
was
Clemson.
gone. Caden got drafted. They got drafted before
He
Carolina.
probably
There
TJ
were
Parker
other
still
options and better
available.
he
options.
probably did have options, but why
TJ
not
Parker.
just stay there and get a stud left tackle? I mean, that's a more premier position. Like,
What were
you
you
can get a
saying?
line,
It's
you
not
can
a
get a
head.
middle
I just
For
linebacker,
a
keep
you can get a
saying,
position
keep
of
safety.
need.
saying that, bro.
No, it
You
Guys,
said
wasn't.
that last night.
pull up your
He's
draft
not a
guide,
stud.
everybody.
He's
He
not a
ain't, bro.
stud.
Guys,
He's
pull up your
not a
draft
stud.
grade. How
Every
Dude,
about the
listen to what
draft
I'm
the
grade?
saying.
rest of them in
Go.
there is the same
Dude,
Okay.
grade There's at least 10 linemen up there that's the
Go.
same grade as my man right here. He's not a stud like that.
I
Like you keep
mean,
saying,
So
he's got
so
limited snap.
he is, but what I'm saying is
Okay,
this: you have
okay,
other you
okay.
have other
We'll see.
draft picks.
I know
The draft's not over. You still have
we
a
should have went
second round
defense,
pick, a
bro.
third round pick, a fourth round
We
Let
pick,
should have
fifth
went
round
let's
defense.
pick,
stick to
right?
the first round. Let's
We should
stick
have
to the
went
first
defense.
round, broski, if you don't
No,
Yeah,
mind.
no,
let's
no.
get.
I'm
We
saying you
can't
can
count, man.
address these other
We don't
positions
know
in
what
those
we
rounds,
don't
and
know
you
what's
guys
gonna
are
go on
acting
tonight.
like it's just
We don't know what's
game.
gonna go on tonight, broski. We don't know what was
But
gonna
you
go
there,
might
on
have
tonight.
but
you might see
We
a
got
trade.
there's
birds in
no
the hand.
quality. There's no quality linebacker outside of Sonny Styles that was. Hold up, hold up. How many linebackers got drafted in the first round yesterday?
One.
One.
How many
Six.
Oh,
how many
Only one.
defensive tackles?
One.
that's
Two.
what I'm saying.
Well,
One.
how
There
many
was nobody
how
there
many
to draft like
safeties?
that.
How many safeties got drafted in round
I
one
believe it's
yesterday?
one or two.
There you
One.
Two,
go. So there's a lot on the
two,
board still, and you guys
two
can
got
still
drafted.
get
It
them.
was two
That's
like it
my
was two
point.
safeties. Two safeties went off the board.
There's no linebacker that
Yeah,
was
two
worthy of being
safeties.
drafted in the first round outside of Sonny Styles. Everybody
Rodriguez.
else is second round pick. I mean, you could
Ro-
disagree. People could disagree with
Ro-
the statement of that, but to me, there
and
was no linebacker worthy of drafting in the
Rodriguez
first
was worth a
round.
day one pick. CJ Island
Hey,
was worth it.
Buck, how many got drafted? Did he get drafted yesterday in the first round?
No, they
No.
could have
That's what
though.
I'm saying. No. Could. Julio,
And
Julio Jones should have been the first pick that year. I mean, coulda, woulda, shoulda, but it didn't happen.
Yeah, you're right.
hey,
That
y'all
means they're
hold on
gonna.
one second. Y'all hold on 1 second. Hey, Red, can you read the money for me? I had to jump off for a second. I took a
Oh yeah,
telephone
yeah,
call.
yeah, 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 yeah. I see it up there. It said that's Flame, y'all, with a $10 super chat. He said, Dan once again lied. He said he wasn't drafting depth, and with the first pick,
Yes,
that's what he
sir.
did. If any of you believe anything he says, please let me sell you this oceanfront property in South
Yes.
Dakota.
Yes,
Yes.
sir. Yes,
Well,
sir.
the thing about it is, gentlemen, there's no way in the world that I would sit up there and castigate any professional for making a business decision for their organization. I could say
Uh,
somebody lied. I could say every woman lied to me. I could say
but
every manager lied to me. Listen real quick though. But when people make decisions for the best for the betterment of their organization and what they got going on, there's no way I can say that person lied to me. There's no way because
but
it's their
Leo,
business.
Leo, we
It's their
don't know
job.
that though because
No,
this
no, no,
boy
no.
only he was a full time
Okay.
starter for 1 year.
1 year.
That,
Got
that's the whole
limited
thing
But
about
snaps.
it. Now,
gentlemen, I'm
now, what I'm
saying
saying is, Leo, I'm
I
not
can't
saying
say
that
when
he
he
ain't
lied.
good though. I'm not saying
Yeah.
that he's not good, but he only had 1 year, and they talking about the things that he needed to develop on because I looked him up last night.
You did.
Now, this dude got a lot of work to do. Not like he's some trash tackle or something like that, but to be a left tackle in the NFL, this boy got a lot of work to do.
Ooh, what was the
And
draft grade?
I don't remember book right offhand,
It's 80.
but I
Hold on. I got you. I think it's the 86 or 87.
Not bad, right?
and that was the whole thing. Like when the man come up and say, "Oh, we're not drafting for depth," in
87.
the first
87.
round,
87.
that's
But
kind of what
gentlemen,
you did.
That's
but
exactly what
gentlemen,
he did. That's exactly
okay,
what
but
he
what
did.
what option did he have? Outside, you talking
We had
about
plenty. What do
so
you mean, Leo? Leo, we had so much
so
meat on the
so
bone. You could have went and
so the
attacked.
thing,
You could attack position of need. Was the left tackle the most important position of need for the Carolina Panthers in
I,
2026?
not
No.
next year, no sir,
hey,
not next
hey,
year.
Leo, let me ask you this, right? Do you think that he did that because there was a little run on tackles?
At the
Ding,
moment,
ding, ding.
yeah, absolutely, yeah.
That's what I'm thinking because it didn't look like this guy was up next. Just to me personally,
Three,
it
three, three,
didn't look
six.
like he was up
Three,
next.
three, six. What happened last year, or the not like last year before last, whenever Xavier Leggett was coming out in the draft, and they would started going on them runs of wide
But
receivers.
well, they did the same thing with DJ Johnson.
Sure, yeah, you got darn right. Sure did. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Same mo with
So
these guys. They get fidgety. Their hands start twitching. I got to
I'm
make
just
but
a
saying,
what
Leo.
move.
I
option
think
did
that
he
he could have
have?
tried. I think there was an option where he may could have traded back and still got that same left tackle.
Okay, but what if that didn't? I hate what y'all saying, but there's no guarantees or nothing. Now, I wouldn't have been mad if they drafted him, and by no means, I was surprised they didn't. But I wasn't surprised they drafted a left tackle because it eventually became a need after 1 year. You don't know the future, but you do know you have a person in play that you could put in there. Dylan Thielen
Yep.
is a good player, but the plus on him on the team, it would have been, you couldn't measure that. You can't because you need a left tackle at some point. Whether he, like I say, he not Panay Sewell, he not, I think you can go and name a plethora of left tackles coming out of college. But what option did they have outside of Dylan Thieneman? That was it to me, and they made a decision. They made a decision. And they made a decision. There were no other options. There was no defensive tackle that was worthy of being taken in the first round. There was no linebacker we ain't worthy of taking in the first round there. You could get these players later on and see what happens. But I can't be. I'm satisfied with the pick as a fan, and people that are dissatisfied with it. Hey, I understand that too. But I can't say that the man lied or nothing like that. Man, that's the world we live in. People pick stuff that they change their mind on. Hey, it is what it is.
Well, all I'm saying is he had 1 year starting, so we're gonna see how that goes.
Who was it? So
Agree with this.
because
You're
Georgia be putting out
absolutely
left
right,
tackles left and right
336.
though.
You are absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
But who was in front of him last year? Somebody look that up. And did he get drafted in the NFL?
Cause he played some
You said why
snaps
not,
last
Leo?
year.
I said who was the left tackle last year for Georgia, and did that player get drafted in the NFL?
No, he
So it
comes
says
out
that.
next year, and that's what I was gonna tell you. Now I'm big on UGA, and I ain't gonna speak out of both sides of my mouth. Now Freeling is a good tackle, and he's a good right tackle, but he ain't the best tackle on Georgia's team. That's Ernest Green the third. He was our left tackle,
And Brandon,
and
it says that he played all 14 games, but he started five games at left tackle in 24.
yeah,
And
yeah, and
in
he got
25 he played
bumped.
all
He got
14
bumped
games, but he
because
had
Ernest
13
Green
at left tackle.
emerged.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he was the best left tackle in college football. No, sir. No, sir. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying he's the best left
Well, he
tackle.
didn't play left tackle last
Leo,
year.
to
He
me,
didn't play
this
left
the
tackle
thing.
last year. He
This
played
is the
right
thing.
tackle.
This is the thing to
Okay.
me.
All right
When
tackle.
Dan
Okay.
came on to do his press conference afterwards, he said he can play left and right.
Yeah, he
You see
can.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
Ernest Green was our left
He
tackle.
didn't say
Mhm.
he could play. He could play. He's going to be the left tackle, or we draft the left tackle. He said he could play left and right. So
Okay.
so when he did that last, I said, okay, so that's Moulton's replacement. Now, see,
Okay.
but what I'm talking about is the
Not
bigger
at
need.
19.
The bigger need was on the other side of the ball.
Where
Unle- un-
what
the,
position?
the only thing I can say good is if they know something that we don't know about these tackles,
And
something they
so
Hey,
ain't
that's what
look,
I'm
said.
saying, Coach.
And
That's what I'm
I
saying.
don't
that's the
know
only
I'm gonna
thing I can
say
think of.
Robert
if
had ankle injury,
Icky
and,
need look like
and
it or whatever. But they keep saying Icky's coming along well, or whatever, this and that. And see, that goes back to the lie, like Flame is telling. Like Flame is saying. So
it can't be a lie, bro. It can't be a lie, bro. You said somebody lying. It
I'm
can't be
not
a
saying it's
lie.
a lie. I'm saying he's telling us that the knee is fine. Is what I'm saying,
But
Leo. He said so. Is he
but bro,
lying? That's what I'm saying.
It's just that, look,
We're just not going to know about the knee until he actually comes on the field and
yeah,
actually
that's what I'm
plays.
saying. It can't be a lie because you don't know.
but my
We
only
don't
thing
know.
about it is, Leo,
That's what I'm saying.
Icky's
I
probably
said
not.
if he's telling a lie. I didn't say he was telling a lie. I said if he's telling a lie. I didn't say he
Now,
was lying. He's telling me
Icky's
that the
Y'all
liable
knee
know
to
is
miss
Dan.
fine.
it.
Y'all
He,
listen. Y'all know Dan Morgan always be lying. He's never
I,
gonna tell the fans the truth because they don't give a fuck about the fans. I keep telling y'all this shit. He's only obligated to the organization. Point blank. Period. That's
I
it.
I don't think
That's
it
the
was a lie
business.
necessarily. I think it's a contingency plan. I think it's just a little early to be trying to
Now,
do a
me
contingency
personally,
I can
plan for
to
Well,
answer
understand
your
shit.
that. I can
Well,
question,
understand
my
that.
fault. My fault.
he took
My
I can
our
fault.
number.
My
He
fault.
understand
took
My
our
that.
fault.
number one pick at 19 on a contingency plan. That's just as bad.
yeah.
You might as well have drafted KC Conception, a get your gadget player then.
Nah, bro,
Nah,
because
nah.
you
They
got
did
wide
right by
receivers on the
getting the
team.
offensive lineman. You win. You
No,
But
win football by the trenches. You build from the line, and they did the
That's
right.
right
true.
pick. It's just the fact that people just don't like it. That's it.
That's all it is, blood. They just don't like it.
But
No.
you build
No,
you.
getting a
That's what the
tackle,
Patriots do. You
but
build
getting a
from the
tackle wasn't a
trenches.
bad idea though. It's just where
I
they
ain't,
got him at. This guy has 18 starts at left tackle.
but he
And
That's
not
what
so,
they
gonna
not
be a
understanding.
starter though.
That's
Three
what
three
they not
six.
understanding.
Go on that
but
side.
I,
He's
I I know
not a
Jarvis.
starter.
That's
Though.
what
But
I'm saying though,
That's
Jarvis.
what he's saying, Robert. That's what he's
Yeah, that's what
saying.
I'm saying.
That's what he's
It,
saying.
You getting
You had
somebody at
bigger
19 that
needs.
ain't gonna touch the field, bro. That don't make sense.
Exactly.
He'll be in
but
rotation
look,
more than likely.
okay,
but people do that all the time. They will get
that's
somebody
what
in the
I'm
first round who
saying.
they
We're
will
not
let
in
sit.
that
We
position
not
yet,
them, bro.
buddy. We're not in that
We got more
position
work
yet.
to do.
We only
Listen, we
won
may
8
not be in.
fucking games, bro.
Look,
We're not in that
listen, y'all.
position.
Listen. Even though y'all feel like we ain't in that position, they don't give a fuck. Period.
Hey,
They did what they did. It is what it is. Simple.
and go, you're not in
That's
a
the whole
position where
point of
you're
this
only a
shit.
player or
If
two
we was
away
in
They not,
another
from being
and
a
if it go
division,
contender
back to
either.
what I said
hey,
before, they not
Looney, if
trying
we
to
was in
win.
no,
They
Looney,
just
if we
building
was in
up
y'all
front.
position, I mean in y'all
Period.
division, we need some studs that's gonna play tomorrow,
But
today.
go, where they at though? Go,
We're
where
Man,
not
they at?
in that
man,
position.
They were there. Oh, so you didn't see him either then. So you just like the organization. You was
Ain't
blind
seen him
last
in,
who?
night.
seen him in when it started. He the starter.
Man, look, it's still other guys in the draft that y'all can sit there and get other pieces.
Nah,
It's
Yeah,
just that
hey,
simple.
and
listen,
I
it's
agree
okay.
with Bloody because honestly, I think from
There's no.
the middle of this draft in the first round, 15 or 16 to pick 60, you could throw the darts at you could throw a dart at the dartboard and you okay.
We said
You
that
know what I'm
last year,
saying?
Red, and they still missed on people. So we gotta
No, no,
watch
no,
this
no,
young
no, no,
player,
They
no.
man.
go.
That's not what I'm saying,
Well,
Logic.
see,
Hold on,
Logic.
hold on,
My
hold
fault,
on,
Red.
hold
My
on,
fault.
Blood.
My fault,
Hold
Red.
on,
My
Blood.
fault,
That's
Red.
not
My
what I'm
fault, Red.
saying, Logic. What I'm saying is last year was a can't you can't fuck that draft up. It was
The fuck
elite talent up and down that draft last year. This year, this talent isn't elite. It ain't
Mm-hmm.
elite. There ain't no bona fide, rookie of just standout. Those guys all went in the top 15. What's that?
Oh, that's me. I'm at work
Oh,
right now.
okay.
Sorry, fellas.
I didn't know. I saw Goat sound went out. I thought maybe something happened on his end.
put your
That's
mute
my
on.
bad.
Put
Nah,
your
I'm at
mute
work.
on. Put your mute on, Mr. Bloody. I'm gonna put some money on your head.
My, man,
Boy,
my fault, man.
goddamn.
I'm just at work, just getting this work in. I just wanted to
Hey,
join in. I ain't gonna be
yes,
on there
sir.
too long with y'all because I'm out here grinding. I just wanted to step in and say my little
Get that
piece.
money, bruh. Get that
Get
money.
that
Yes, sir.
money.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And read the
So
money for me, Red.
I
Since we
got you,
talking
brother. You
about
know I
money.
do. I do. Big nasty. He done gave this boy a name now. I saw him do that
Evil
in the
Twin.
Discord. He say drafting free dingaling at
Oh my
19
God.
ensures that Stoney from the Raiders will sign this offseason. Won't touch the field. Damn.
I think he's saying Monroe Freeling's a cheap date. I don't know what the heck's going on.
It kind of sounds like it.
No, he
Nah,
might be
He
talking
say
he
about
just
free
be.
Stone Phillips.
dingaling.
Stone Phillips and all them boys.
You ain't gonna
That's
talk
what he
about my
talking about.
former Bulldogs like that now, JP. You cut that shit out now.
See, we able to develop our tackle.
Man, he from
He ain't
South
gonna have to
Carolina,
just
so I
run
fuck
straight
with him.
in and have to just take over the Ryan. See, that's where I think a lot of y'all missing. Like that man gonna be able to develop this year and then come in. If they have to use him at right tackle, he can go to right tackle. They got to use him at left tackle, he go to left tackle. I mean, that's something that you need,
Yeah, because
especially
look how last
when
year, how many times they transferred like offensive linemen. When they one of the top ranked teams that transferred like offensive linemen across the line because of injuries. Because
Let
you
me,
have to, they said they can't develop players because Kenny May went and got a contract. They drafted Kenny May like in the
Le-
fifth or sixth round.
Leo, let me ask you a question, Leo.
Yes, sir, bro.
Who right now, and this to you too, driver, since you talked about developing a future tackle. Who are y'all starting linebackers right now? And I'm just asking
Right.
questions.
Right.
Trevor Wallace. And I don't know who else they got second outside of
Trevor
Lloyd.
Wallace and Devin Lloyd are inside.
Yeah, clear and far away Devin Lloyd is a lock. Trevin Wallace.
Hmm.
Now I've been over here long enough to hear y'all
He's
talk
not
about
good.
him.
He's not a
That
good player, Red. He's not a good
so here's
player.
my question. Here's my question. If you had C.J. Allen going against Trevin Wallace, who would you suspect would emerge as the number 2 linebacker besides
Come on,
Devin
Red.
Lloyd?
Come on, Red.
CJ Allen. CJ Allen.
Come
So
on,
this
Red. You
so
know it.
this is what I'm saying, driver. Is it more important for your team to compete right now to have a CJ Allen, even if that would have been drafting him early at 19, or drafting a Monroe
It's
Freeland
no
a
early.
year
Red,
a
Red,
year
I'm gonna
early?
cut you off for a second, Red. It's no early if that's what your team needs. If that's what your team needs, it's no early.
But go driver
It's no
just said
overdraft.
you drafted a tackle a year early. You don't need him this year. You're gonna develop him.
I don't give a damn what driver said because he said that shit right there. You understand what I'm saying? It's no early if what you just said, Red, was the most important. All you got at the linebacker position is Devin Lloyd. That's all we got, and y'all know it. Y'all know it. That's
But
why y'all didn't.
but
That's why
but
y'all didn't say to the Red. That's why y'all didn't push back on
Joe,
Red. Y'all know it.
is the draft over? The draft not over.
But Leo, you're gonna have to give up capital to get up there and
It's
get
over.
CJ
It's
Allen. He ain't
over.
gonna be
See,
around when y'all
no, no,
pick again.
Red, I hear you, but CJ Allen is
Nah, they
not
gonna want,
a top
but they
linebacker.
want Rodriguez now. They want
Yeah,
So
Rodriguez.
so
to
so so
me,
now that
CJ
you
Allen
asked
not a
me the
top
question,
linebacker.
Red,
Yes,
right? Did CJ Allen go in the first round, sir?
he did not.
Okay. So point example that I made. He's not even a first round talent. So even
Mm-mm.
if you try
Oh shit.
to evaluate him with on the side of Trevin Wallace, why would I draft a nigga that I feel like that if I draft him, he only gonna be an inch better? And
That's
I
it.
told y'all this when y'all had the
Well,
show today.
well,
Trevin
doesn't the
Wallace,
same apply to the tackle though, driver?
what you
No,
mean?
because the dude they got from Georgia is ranked higher. He's a for this position wise he's ranked higher than CJ Allen. He's a better. I'm saying like I'm just comparing apples to oranges, but this dude was going in the first round regardless. I bet go a month ago that CJ Allen was going in the first round. I already knew he wasn't because he's a good player, but he's too small and he's not fast enough. He's probably gonna go and have a good career, but he's not a better talent at their position than the dude they got from Georgia the other day, yesterday.
Right.
Exactly.
I can feel that.
Might I offer one just quick insight, and I'm gonna let this alone for somebody come with that smoke for me. So, just personally, if you ask me,
Mhm.
who would I fear on the Panthers team more as a Georgia Bulldog fan? This is so funny to me. Out of having watched both of those players on my team, CJ Allen, hands down, does more for y'all than Monroe Freeling does.
This year.
It ain't even a question. It
This
ain't
year.
nowhere near a
You're
question this year.
exactly right. This year.
Yeah, cause Red,
This year.
I was gonna ask you about CJ Allen. Like
It ain't
Unless
even
you
a
don't think
question,
CJ
Edge.
Allen's very good,
and
which I
Red,
don't.
my only
Well,
issue
that's
is I
because
think
you
they may
don't
be
watch
able
the
to.
Georgia Bulldogs, broski.
No,
However, I do.
Red. You can't say that,
A
Red.
lot
Red,
of
I
He
watched him
doesn't.
too.
He
a lot
I
doesn't.
of
watched him.
great a
He
lot
But
of
Red,
great
doesn't,
I watched
defensive
Leo.
him,
players
Red.
come from
But
Georgia
Red,
now.
I watched
That's
him
what
though.
Georgia breeds.
I'm not
No,
gonna
I
ask
They
him
got
breed
because
you.
I know he
defensive
Yeah.
doesn't.
and
No,
linebackers.
but I do, Red. And like I say, I told Goat months ago that CJ Allen was not a first round draft pick. And I watched him, but he's
I
undersized.
do
He's
remember
not
Leo saying
Roquan
that.
Smith.
He's slow.
He's not Roquan Smith. He's slow and he's undersized. He's not
Let me ask
Roquan.
you a
Hey,
question.
Roquan
Let
Red.
me
Smith
ask you a
is
Now
To
he
question,
your
do.
point,
Leo.
hey Red,
I'll
answer
wait.
Since
I'll
this.
wait. I'll wait.
When the last
Leo,
time
I gotta ask you this. Since you watched the Georgia Bulldogs, and when you watch them, and I ain't talking, and this ain't taking a shot at you. This just to have a discussion with you. And I'm not talking about highlights, but I'm talking about from the start and whistle every Saturday in the South. I
No,
watch
no,
my Georgia
no, no,
Bulldogs. Let me
no.
ask you this.
I ain't watched every
When
game.
you watch the Georgia Bulldogs, is CJ Allen all over the motherfucking field and all over the film?
He all
Now
over. He in the
I can
backfield
answer that, Red.
a lot.
I can
He
answer
in
that,
the
Red. He
backfield a
Yes,
is.
lot.
'Cause I
bloody.
watch college
Yeah.
football. I can answer that. I watch
He
college
is.
football. He is.
He was. He was. But like I say, Red, the problem with him, his size. He couldn't take on nobody head on. You had to use an angle to tackle. He doesn't have the size Roquan Smith, and he's not fast. He going in the second round. Somebody gonna pick him. If Carolina pick him, I'll be happy. But to me, he wasn't a worse. He's not a. He wasn't a first round draft
So
pick.
it
He's
takes
a
me
good
back.
player.
It takes me back to what I said, and I'm threading this very carefully. So
Mhm.
there was plenty of opportunities to move back. You could have moved back, took him at 27, 28, 29, and you don't need him to be Devin Lloyd, which you already got, which is a top 5 linebacker in the league. You need him to be a solid
A
number 2
thumper.
and
He's
better
not.
than the guy that y'all gonna have playing opposite of Devin Lloyd this year, and he is that.
Allen. I mean,
If I'm not
Hill from
mistaken,
Texas.
hold on,
Hill
Leo.
from Texas is
He
better than him. And Hill from Texas is better than C.J. Allen.
Another
Rodriguez, to
option.
me, it's just what I'm saying. They got options.
We got
C.J. Allen's a
options.
good player. I want to be mad, but
Now,
Hill, those are second
Rodriguez
round
ain't better than
picks.
C.J. Allen.
Rodriguez is a
Okay,
ball
Rodriguez ain't
hawk
better than C.J.
linebacker.
Allen.
He's a ball hawk
yeah,
but
linebacker, and
and
Fellas,
he forces
so
I don't think we in
turnovers.
the
But
I
when it
just don't think
comes
we
to
in the
actually
position to
laying a
give
hit and a tackle, C.J. Allen is a better all around. We're not gonna say all around, but a better tackle of a linebacker than Rodriguez.
Yes, he is.
I
but
just
he's
think
not
we
a
we
better.
too early.
He's not a better playmaker.
so
He doesn't turn the ball over. Rodriguez turned the ball over. He
That's
get
how
interceptions.
well.
But
He's faster.
but see, here the thing, Leo. Here the thing. We already got that in Devin Lloyd, since that's the main skill that everybody say about Devin Lloyd is his turnover paralysis. You would need another linebacker on the side of him who's a thumper who can be the enforcer. So
There's
Okay.
that's what I
nobody
would
in
think
there.
would make sense. But hey, if they
Allen
want two
is he's
ball hawking
small.
covers linebackers, I'm good with it.
And also Anthony Hill is also a thumper and he's a tracker as well.
And
Anthony
he was
Hill's a
graded to
good
go in the
player.
second round. But see, now that goes back to what Red was saying and what Goat saying. If we liking how these linebackers is, and I'm straight with getting the offensive tackle, but we could have went back, got more capital, and had a better opportunity to snatch one of them boys up. But now since we just got our one pick, we just gotta wait to see who fall.
Yeah.
I can
So,
understand that.
not
I
saying
can
the
understand
case
that.
You
because
got to be patient out here, bro. You know what I mean?
you gotta look
oh
at it
Lord, here
like
we
you
go.
gotta look at
Here
Hold
it.
on.
you
Hey,
I
hey,
go.
gotta
hey,
tell
hey, hey,
y'all,
hey,
Time for
hey,
me to
Here
hey,
go
I'm
we
on
gonna
mute.
tell
go.
y'all. Hey, don't disrespect. Don't. I hear you, buddy, but don't hear you go shit because they went and got another wide receiver that you can't stop. So,
No, no.
I mean,
I
you can't
laughed when
stop
I
them. You
saw who
can't
they
stop
got,
them.
and and listen,
I know
listen,
y'all
Leo. I'm
did.
not mad, but I know that this nigga is gonna sit there and give us hell the whole off season about who the fuck he got,
Well, it's
I
okay,
and
got,
that's
hey,
what
Leo,
I
I'm
got
worried
you. I
because
about.
got you.
because the injuries may stop him.
Wow. So you wishing
I,
for this player to
I'm
have
be
injuries,
honest
Red?
with you, Mr.
That's
Swarm. I
possible.
believe that this is
That
the most talented wide receiver in the draft. Me personally, I believe that he's
Okay.
Yeah.
just that good, despite
Yeah.
him having those injuries.
Yeah, Red.
No,
Red.
not despite him,
We trying.
because that's why
nah,
there's
you can't
questions
say
about
despite
him.
it.
Red.
Yeah, yeah.
We
It's
trying to keep this
injuries.
conversation to people that had first round
so
picks, bro.
Yeah.
Oh
let
Oh,
me
my
ask you
God,
this,
here
Now,
we
J
go.
Red.
Live,
Hey,
J
Red.
Live, you
J
didn't.
Live, you can't say that, J Live, because Pierce ain't gone. Pierce gonna play, so it ain't like he
Yeah.
done for the year. He gonna
Yeah.
No,
play
I'm talking
So
maybe
about.
next
No,
year.
Leo,
Yeah,
so
Leo,
yeah.
Leo, Leo. I'm talking about this shit. I'm talking about I had a first round draft pick.
Leo, would you
I know,
explain to
but
him?
he's still. But J
Li-
Live,
li-
that's not that you ain't saying nothing because Pierce ain't
yo,
they ain't kick him out the league. He playing. He gonna play next year.
and J
That's
Live
cool.
doesn't
Hey,
seem to
that's cool.
understand
That's
this.
cool. That's
You
cool.
would think that he understand this when they gave
But
up
he
a
didn't get the
future
pick
draft
this
pick
year.
for Davin. You would think that he would understand this when they gave up a future draft pick for Marcus Davenport, who didn't hit. James Pierce hit. So basically,
Mm.
in case you don't understand, and this gonna be my last time telling your dumb ass this, J Live.
Yeah, you can get mad all
James
you want,
Pierce
Red.
James Pierce was
We
our
looking mighty good,
2026.
man.
James Pierce was our 2026 first round pick.
Yeah, you spent two first round picks on
You spend two first round picks.
Y'all
Okay.
go ahead, man. Y'all go ahead.
him. Just to
Y'all
piss
go
you
ahead.
off, nigga.
J Live, let me ask you this, J Live. Do you
so
do you do you think your guy Jordan Tyson is gonna do what Tet did
Oh
last
Oh,
year
boy.
he's
this
going.
year?
No, he's better than that. I'm gonna
Here
tell
we
you what I
go.
feel.
Here we
Please
go.
I'm gonna tell
explain.
you what
Please
I
Here we go.
feel.
explain. Please explain.
Here we go.
Because one, he has for the main reason he has a quarterback that can spread that ball around. Like Tyler Shuck was on pace to throw for 4,000 yards in his rookie year. You know what I mean? Like so he has a quarterback that can
4,000 in
spread the
7
ball
games,
around.
bro.
No, yeah,
So
because if you look at the match, 700 yards last year in 8 games,
Y'all still gonna draft the wide
nine
receiver
games.
out of Louisville too?
Nah, they don't need him no
No,
more.
Yeah, there you go,
I don't think he's
bloody.
gonna
There
double
you go,
dip.
bloody.
I don't
He
This
think he's
nigga
gonna,
is a
gonna double
clown.
dip.
that prove
This nigga is
exactly
a
that proves that
clown,
he never
bloody.
liked that motherfucker anyway.
Yeah, he a clown, bloody. Yeah.
Of course he is.
What you mad for, Red? What you mad
Oh, I'm
for?
not
Both of
mad.
y'all
So
with
J
them
I'm
Live,
with them
overjoyed.
laxadaisic with
Ain't
them
nobody
laxadaisic
mad,
picks.
bruh.
I'm
I'm
overjoyed.
glad. I like the kid, and I want him to go someplace where he can be a true number one. It's just your dumb ass mouth. I don't want to hear. That's it.
Hey, bloody.
Yes,
And I'm
sir.
gonna say
Yes,
this
sir.
real quick, and I promise y'all, I'm gonna have to drop down and let this discussion take its shape. J Lot, can you hear me? Now the nigga don't want to answer. Okay, but bloody, since he say what I'm mad for, let me
Nobody
tell
can't
you
hear you,
why.
man.
Let me tell you how
Nobody
happy
can't
I
hear your
am
ass,
and
though.
not mad. Let me tell you how happy I
Mm,
am.
yes, sir.
Yesterday, let me tell you what all happened for me in Atlanta yesterday. The
Okay.
Braves became the number one team in baseball yesterday. They got the best record
Really?
in baseball. The Hawks
Okay.
took a 2-1 lead over the New York Knicks. And
Uh.
James Pierce Jr. potentially has all of his charges, not some of them, not reduced, dropped.
Mm-hmm.
This nigga
Mm.
think I'm mad about anything? He dumb as hell. Let's continue the
Yeah.
conversation, y'all.
not
Yeah.
red, not red. I'm
Yeah,
just gonna
you
put
got
this
a
out. Red.
participation trophy yesterday.
I'm just gonna put this out there for you. Just because he had his charges dropped does not mean the league's not gonna touch him.
Oh, he
So
gonna
if
get suspended, Ed.
so he's either gonna be
He
suspended
gonna
for
get suspended.
but he's gonna be suspended for half the season, or he's gonna be on the commissioner's exempt list. Just
Edge.
throwing that out
He's
there for
gonna
you.
he's gonna have somewhere between a 4 and a 8 game suspension. Mark it down. We can talk about it
Mm.
later.
Okay, we'll talk about it
Why
later,
don't we
Red.
talk about it now?
So, Red, answer this question. Because I was trying to get you to answer this, man. When the last
You still
time
over there digging
Georgia,
ditches, nigga?
when the last time
I
Georgia
don't dig ditches, son.
Y'all hear
did
driver
a,
trying to talk, don't you, J
Oh,
Live?
my fault, driver. My
yeah,
fault,
yeah,
bro.
Yeah,
y'all ain't
you
when
better
the
talk to
last
Bloody
time
and don't talk to
Georgia
Loud. I was busy.
didn't have a defensive player go first round first.
Shit, I don't know. It's been a minute.
You see what I'm saying? So when you sit up here and talk about how CJ Allen and Georgia defense ain't like that no more. Because
Driver,
the
that I think
Wolves,
you headed
the
towards a different discussion with LSU, but we'll talk about that another time. Yeah,
nah, we just
yeah,
talking about the draft, the first round, and
yeah.
That
previous history that it's a known fact that Georgia put out at least 2 first round defensive players. You know that,
Mm-hmm.
Red.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, I know that.
based on what happened yesterday, the offensive lineman went first, right?
Yeah. When the last time Georgia wasn't in the national championship game, driver?
I can't remember. Y'all ain't been in many.
Hold on. What was the question? What was the question, Red?
No, it's okay, bloody. I was just being funny. I was just being
Oh,
funny with
okay.
this nigga here.
Yeah,
Yeah. He know what it is.
like he act like he walking to the goddamn glory house every year or something. Nigga, you ain't Bama. Yeah, this nigga is, man.
But you like that comeback though, did you, drive?
Yeah, you almost had me, Red. And then I
Yeah.
said, I had to think. I said, Dad, these motherfuckers get
Travis
me
say,
up.
man, I ain't
But
finna
I was
answer
like,
that bullshit.
well, them motherfucker, you ain't that slick, motherfucker. Now I know a little bit of something about the goddamn
I
SEC
tried to
now.
slide it in there. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you ain't that goddamn slick. Talking about them Georgia Bulldogs and how these niggas goddamn and what this nigga CJ Allen ain't shit. That's why
But
he
driver,
still waiting now.
I'm not even saying it had to be CJ Allen. It could have been the Hill dude. It could have been it could have been Rodriguez if your GM Dan Morgan, who's a former linebacker himself, love him that much. I mean,
Okay.
I'm just
Question.
saying.
Where is Weeks and Harold Perkins? Where are they predicted to get picked up at?
Harold Perkins about a fifth rounder.
Yeah, they
And we
Okay.
probably between the fifth and
and
the
weeks about
last round of the draft.
a week's about a fourth rounder.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just asking, not trying to throw shade, just asking a question.
Yeah, yeah. He know it, bloody. He already know it.
Oh,
But
But
see,
I
he
but
know
ain't
them niggas
counting.
try.
Red,
Hey,
Red, hey, the only thing about it is, Red, I don't think we're in the position to be building for the future right now. Yeah,
Not with all the
that was my
money y'all
only
done
thing.
spent the free agency. Y'all trying to win now. That's clear.
That's what I'm saying. You're trying to win now, but your draft pick is for next year. And that's not to say
Yeah,
he's not
that's
gonna play
see,
this year.
that's why I'm confused. That Red 336 is exactly right. He's
Yeah,
exactly
yeah.
right. That's
Mm.
why
Y'all
I'm
trying to
confused.
y'all in a
You
win
spend
now
that type
mode.
of money
Go.
and then talking about
Well, I mean,
drafting your number one pick for
excuse
next year.
me.
What the
Yeah,
fuck,
but
bro?
go. This was a good
Well, he
pick for
still
the.
may play this year.
Listen,
But
go. It was a
Excuse
good
me.
pick for the Panthers. You got to think about it. The games are won and lost in the pits, man. And I'm telling you, we got an old. Hunt goes down, Lewis goes down. Look, you got
Hmm.
you got. We're gonna have the same old
Got
problem.
some
We're not
depth.
gonna have any run game. Okay, that was a good pick. Now it doesn't. When it comes to drafting linemen, they don't have all the bells and whistles unless they're edge rushers. We all know that. Okay, they don't get all the recognition they deserve. But take it from me, I know what a good offensive line can do, and they're putting it together right now, and it's going to help this team. I thought the Browns were going to draft him honestly, but they went with Fanu. But I really like this pick for the Panthers. I think that they got to build that offensive line up, or we're not going to have a run game.
Andrew, what can a good
Hmm.
what I
defensive
said.
line do for your team?
Well, of course, it can do a lot for you, Red, just like an offensive line can. But
So let me ask you.
unfortunately, you
Let
only
me
get one
and
pick.
what
You
can
don't get.
a good
Let me ask
linebacker
you
court?
this.
What can a good
What
linebacker court do? We gonna
when
get ran
Freeland
on
came off of the
again
board, how many
on our
offensive
defense.
tackles
We
had
gonna
already
get
been
ran on.
selected?
Think about where we
Mm,
were last year when
I
Icky
think
went down. When Icky went
I
down
think
the
at
year,
least two.
where were we? We
I
we were
think two.
struggling.
I think two as well. It might have been three, but
I
definitely. Let's
know a
see,
guard
Fano.
went
Yeah, it might have been
because
three.
three Usos went.
Yeah, so he was the fourth. Even if you just say it without questioning who came after him, before him, let's just say he was the
Hmm.
fourth offensive tackle. I'm not even talking
Hmm.
about ability. How many defensive tackles had come off the board?
Only one, and that's Peter. Well, no, I'm lying because Banks went to Minnesota. Of course, Peter
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
Woods
the
went.
first one. He went at 15 or something like that, or whatever one.
So you
He
could
went to
have
18 to
conceivably
Minnesota.
had
Hmm.
Peter Woods would have been the second defensive tackle, but you took the fourth offensive tackle.
Exactly.
So
Well,
basically, when it
in
sums
my
up, it sounds like y'all
in my
saying that the
opinion,
Panthers panic.
So I'm not
when
disagreeing
you
at
have a
all what Andrew
quarterback,
said. The
Red,
game is won and lost in the
Red.
trenches.
But what you're not thinking about is we
And
got
we
a
all know
quarterback
that.
who's
We
not
all
real
know
good
that.
at throwing the ball.
It sounds like a
Okay,
panic
so
pick.
how important is that run game going to be to us? If you got a quarterback who can barely crack 3,000
Andrew,
yards,
he's not
you have
scheduled
to
to
have a
But
run
but
he's
game.
but
not scheduled
but
to play this year, Andrew.
and he also struggles in run protection.
Mm. So how that sounded like the
I still
Panthers
think
fucked
there's an.
themselves. How it sounded
Well,
like,
the problem
with
is
all
everybody
things
wants the bells
considered.
and whistles, and that how's that working out for us?
Andrew, he's not expected to play this year.
So go and Mr. Swarm. Just quick question: you feel like the Panthers fucked themselves by getting that pick since he's not scheduled to
I
play this year?
No,
I'm no what
no,
I'm saying. What
no.
I'm saying is
But
this right here,
again,
because
I think it goes
Red,
contrary
hey
to the
Red,
win now
Red,
position
can you
that
hear me?
y'all are in.
Okay, go ahead. Go.
What
My fault.
I'm
You act
Uh,
like
100%
that's something
what
unusual, Red.
what Red is saying.
That
What
Wilson's
Red
not
just said.
expected to play.
I'm looking at
Come
this
on,
right here.
Andrew. Come on.
Panthers are not a
If you ask
complete.
me, all first round draft picks are expected to play.
You can't
Red,
hear you go.
Red. You got to go back in. Yeah, hey,
Yeah, I
somebody
can't hear
tell
you,
him Red to
Goat.
go back in. You can't hear me.
yeah,
Go
Goat
back
say
in,
this to
Red.
go back in, back out and come
Yeah, I
back
got to
in.
go out
Goat
and
got
come
you.
in, Goat,
Yeah, 'cause you can't
because
hear
I
me,
can't
sir.
hear him.
Yeah.
Now you're
So
contradicting
Finish what
yourself,
you were
Red.
saying though, Goat.
hey, this is what I'm saying right here. The Panthers are not a complete anything yet, and
Right, I
everybody
agree.
disagree because it's not like I say I'm very. This is my team, so
Hmm.
I'm very very picky about it. You understand what I'm saying? And
Right.
I don't think
Uh huh.
that was in a position to draft for depth like that when that linebacking core. Because if y'all think about it, I'm the one that come out here and preach all the time about drafting in the trenches, all the time. But we're gonna get ran on because we only have one player, which is Lloyd, who we spent money on, and that linebacker core.
Mhm.
We don't have an outside
Mhm.
linebacker, inside, you know, this and that. So he can't. Oh, hold up. Somebody got some noise in the
J
background over
Live.
here.
That's J Live. That's J Live.
Just kick him off, Goat.
I'll take care of it. I'll take
He
care of it,
hard
bro.
head.
Yeah, mute out. Mute out.
Light skinned nigga. Chill out.
That's his trowel. He working with his trowel. He leveling off. He know damn well he need the damn mute.
But with that being said, y'all, with the D tackle there, with the linebackers that was there, I just think there was other moves. That's just my opinion, y'all. That's just my opinion.
Mhm.
That's all I'm saying. Versus getting a tackle when you spent money for the 1 year rental.
Mhm.
Then see what your left tackle, see what his leg look like. Because it's like people already throwing him in the, well, y'all been wanting to throw him in the trash. But Ike Ekwonu, and I'm
Organization
not gonna
getting
fight
rid of
this
him.
battle no more. I'm not gonna fight this battle
Mhm.
no more. Unless you don't want to pay him or whatever. But he has been a solid left tackle. And I ain't down a plethora of teams in the league got 2 or 3 left tackles just sitting around waiting and
Sitting there.
one just as good as the next. It don't happen like that. Like you just got them in the cabinet or cupboard and just waiting. You know what I'm saying? They coming up. The move was made, and people gonna say you're trying to build a great wall of China because of the liability that you got in the backfield at the quarterback position. That's all it was.
Mhm.
That's all it was.
Mhm. I
That's what
I
it
know.
smells like.
That's what it
That's
is.
all it was.
Yeah, but you'd be saying the same thing if we would have drafted a receiver.
That's true.
Yeah,
I'm glad.
of course, of course,
Yeah.
of
That's
That part
true,
course.
is
Andrew.
true.
Yeah,
That
but
part is
the
true.
It should have been.
the Panthers don't see it. The Panthers don't see it.
No, they
It should have
see it.
never been. It should have never
I
been an
said
offensive
this
piece in the first
with
place.
days
Should
ago.
never.
They
That
just
defense
invested
has
in
to be
their highest investment.
accounted for. That defense has to be paid attention to at some point in time.
Go.
At some point,
They don't
Goat.
care about. They don't care about the defense. They just keep going into free agency and get defensive players. Why? Because they know Evero can make it work with anything. Their investment is the offense. They've been showing you this
At
for
some point, he's gonna
years.
need some talent, bloody. At some point, he's gonna need some talent on it.
Hey,
Hey,
Rand,
He gonna
Can you
get
read the
talent.
money for
He
me,
gonna get
Red?
talent when he get up out of here. That's when he gonna get talent. I hate to say it.
Yeah.
Read the money for me,
Y'all
Red.
think he,
What up, RTP? Hey,
what up?
big nasty JP Shepherd coming in here with the $5 super chat. He said, considering that 4 of the top 5 projected linebackers fell today too, picking one at 19 might have been a reach.
Thank you.
Okay, let me ask you a question, JP and Andrew. How many trades were consummated between pick 20 and 32?
man, at least
Quite a
2
few.
I can remember, maybe
At
3.
least
I
6.
It
know the
was
Bills
it
kept
was
going
it
back.
was
The
four. It was
49ers went
4.
back.
It was 4.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
wouldn't have had to take in a linebacker at 19. You could have very easily moved back and taken one at
Yeah, but
25 or
nobody knew that.
26.
Nobody knew that when they made that trade
Guess what, Red?
until they
But you
got later
still
into
missing
the
the
draft.
point. Is
So,
that they dropped? They didn't get drafted.
so you think that teams aren't on the phones, Andrew,
Oh yeah, I
until
know they
they're on
are.
the clock?
I know they are, but there's
Hey,
nothing guaranteed. I mean, for you
Can
to
I
say
say
that's
something?
Monday morning quarterback
go
at
ahead.
its finest, Red. That's easy to do that when you're sitting here looking at what we could have done or what any other team could have done.
Shit,
I
Tampa may
don't
double up
think
and get both of them motherfuckers.
the Panthers did anything wrong with drafting an O lineman.
I don't either. It was a need we had. Let's admit it.
If it's a
Nobody said
need,
they did anything wrong.
so I don't think. So what's the conversation then? What's the conversation?
Well, the
They
conversation
they
is,
picked
did
the
they?
left
The
tackle. They picked the
conversation is,
tackle.
yeah,
Go
we
ahead,
needed a
go.
Yeah,
left tackle.
I was
We
about to
needed a
say.
left tackle. We need a left tackle. We need everything. We need
Yeah.
everything.
Hmm.
But what's the need? The need.
Was a depth tackle a bigger need? Is the question.
Well,
If we needed a left tackle and he was gonna come in and start this year, that's one thing.
if you
But
need
I
if you
believe,
need a left tackle, it doesn't matter if you needed something else was a bigger need because
but that's the
the
thing though.
tackle
It's not just that you
position.
needed a left tackle; it's that you drafted a
You
left
don't need a
tackle
left
who's
tackle
likely not
because
gonna
yeah,
start.
you just paid for a left tackle. He's not gonna start.
He's not
Well,
gonna
So
start
we
at left
didn't
or
need
right
a left
unless
tackle.
somebody gets hurt
We didn't need
immediately.
a day one
well,
left tackle.
we just gonna have to wait and see what else the Panthers do at this point.
Hey,
Now,
Red.
Yeah,
if we go,
driver.
hold on one second. Hold on one second.
Yeah,
If
go.
we can go get Jake Godelay at 51, and Jake
Hmm.
gonna start off ball linebacker.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Y'all see what I'm saying?
Hmm. Hmm.
If you'd have picked up the safety would have started. The free safety,
Yeah.
go
Oh
got
yeah.
box safety.
Oh
He
yeah.
would
Oh
have
And
yeah.
I
He
much
started.
gonna
rather
start for the
I would have
Bears.
much
He gonna
rather
start for the
had
Bears.
that safety
If
than Nick
we'd have,
Scott.
hold on a second. If we'd have got Peter
I
Woods,
want
if we'd have
Gannon.
got
That's
Peter
who I
Woods,
wanted.
Peter gonna
Yeah.
start.
So you know for sure that he's not going to start.
Yes,
He's not gonna start.
100%.
Yes.
He's not gonna start over Moten, and he only had 18 starts at left tackle, so he's not
The,
gonna start
the
over the guy we got from Green Bay.
the only way
He's not
the
gonna
only
start over
way he
Walker.
may
That we just
start
saying.
if guys get hurt. Then you got you a
Yeah,
replacement
injury.
right there if guys get hurt.
No, okay, but forget the injury part. There's no way he can beat out anybody else because again, the reason why I said it was because everybody
Oh,
knew
I,
a lot of offensive linemen, a lot of tackles were going to go in the first
he's
round
the
because
swing tackle, bro.
that was
He can
pretty
play left
much.
and right.
Well, that's what I'm
mm,
saying. That
tweener.
was pretty much the jewel of the draft was the offensive lineman. It was very well depth
But
of like first rounders. Like the talent was very high for the offensive linemen in this draft.
Hell yeah, Cleveland picked one at 6.
So that's why the Bucks were able to
The
get
jewel the
Bain. I
jewel
mean,
of this
there was just a
draft
run on the
was the wide receiver depth.
no,
which
no, not
is
at
Yes.
still
all.
on the board, by the way.
Yes.
No,
Which is
Yes.
still on
no,
the board,
from
by the
Yes.
way, Red.
Yes. How many
from
wide receivers went in the first round?
You had Tate, you had Tyson, you had Lemon, and you had
4.
Concepcion.
yeah,
No,
No.
Cooper. I forgot about
No.
Cooper. That's 5.
how
That's
many
5.
offensive linemen went in the first round?
Now I know the three
About 4,
oozes. Then you
4 or
got the guy
5.
that we got.
Six
No,
wide
5
receivers
because you
No.
went in
got
the first round.
the guy that
There's
went
got to
from
be
Georgia
more than
Tech that
4
went.
offensive linemen that went in the first round.
Listen, you got the
Elizabeth,
three
7
oozes that
offensive
went. You
linemen went
got
in the first round.
you got our left tackle, and then you got the guard that went from Georgia Tech. That's 5.
That's
And it
easy
was
to say
5
after I
wide
told you
receivers
that
that
6
went.
wide receivers went. But
Who
okay,
was the other
but
wide receiver?
that's not the point though.
Who was the other wide receiver that
I
went?
mean, he asked Goat what the topic was. Goat was trying to let him know he's the host of the
Okay.
show. I know you joined late RTP,
Lemon,
but I think
Concepcion,
most of the discussion
Cooper.
has been what was Carolina's biggest need. And
5.
did they draft the way that I interpret what Goat is going at? Did they draft best player that was still on the board, or did they draft best player based on their team need?
And it was
Yeah, I
9
think
offensive linemen. That's tackles and guards. 9 altogether.
yeah. See, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. That was the jewel of the draft.
that was 9. Yeah. So with 9 offensive linemen being the most in the almost in the common era, I think besides 2010 or 11, where they had like 11 offensive linemen win. This was the second highest. It was
Yeah,
like the
2 years
second
ago when Goat
highest,
called it
second
out on the
highest
head.
Check this
draft
out, Ed.
in this
Check
one.
this out, Ed.
Goat, I can't hear you, man. I'm gonna have to go out and come back in.
That don't necessarily mean
Let
that
me back
these
in,
guys
Goat.
are just must have that they were just that good. That just necessarily mean that particular team, that's what they needed.
And
Yeah,
that's
if it's
100% true. And you also got to think about the teams that pick up linemen. Look at what happened during the season and during the off season, and you will see the reason why they went the way they went.
right, if it's one of the needs, you definitely go with one of your needs that you have that has the best talent on the board still, which I believe was offensive lineman. Because again, the offensive linemen were very talented all in the first round. With the
All I
wide
know is if we would
receivers,
have picked
it's
the
usually
safety,
a
he would
drop
have
off
started.
after the third, fourth wide receiver. There's usually a drop off.
Yeah. The safety would have started. That's all I'm saying.
Well, they
Safety
got what
would
we
have
got.
started, the D
It
tackle
is
would have
what it
started,
is.
and the linebacker would have started.
We
I'm
just
just
gotta
telling you.
wait till 7 o'clock. Simple. Right.
And also on the defensive line, edge rushers and defensive line, there's eight of them that went too in the first round. So with eight defensive
8 D line.
linemen, so with eight D line, that's including defensive line and edge rushers, and eight offensive line coming out. Uh, the big jewel of this whole draft was the trenches are going to win, because look what Seattle did winning the goddamn Super Bowl. Look what Philly did winning the damn Super Bowl. Look what the Rams did in 2020 winning the goddamn Super Bowl. Everything was done in the trenches.
I mean, it's always been like that, but I separate the two because D line and edge rusher are kind of to me.
Okay.
Edge is always going to win. Edge is always going to be a top notch position. People
Yeah.
are going to they're going to reach for an edge more than they'll reach for a defensive lineman. For offensive linemen, I kind of that's all the same to me, because you can take a tackle and put him at guard, or you can get a guard and try him at tackle. So for me, besides center, offensive line is kind of all the same to me.
But at the same damn time, you also
It is
got to
hard to
look
come
at
by.
the starts, and you also got to look at this. You can hit on edge rushers more than you can on left tackle, because you got to think about it. If your
That's true.
if your key personnel is that quarterback, and you know your quarterback is right there, he's on the fringe of being that guy, you have to protect him on his blind side. Whether he's a left-handed quarterback, you got to make the right side, or he's a right-handed quarterback, you got to make it the left side. With edge rushers, you can get an edge rushers in between the first, second, and third round, and he still can be dominant if he's in the right
Hey,
program and if he's in the
hey,
right type of scheme.
336,
But you got
336,
That's
and
to
true.
go.
hit on the tackle. You have
It
to
is
hit
a
on the
lot.
tackle.
It is a lot
What up,
That's
easier
Fred?
to
true,
find
Edge.
a
That's true.
gem in the late
We
rounds
hear
for
you,
an edge
Ed.
rusher than find a
Okay,
gem for an
Andrew.
offensive lineman in the late rounds. I agree with you.
I like
Perfect.
the support. I like the support content, and at least try to be, offer up some, thoughts, some comments that invoke thought and this and that. I'm sorry. Maybe I stayed up too late last night arguing with Broski. I don't know what it is. I just, like Goat said, he didn't want to have the noise. I don't think he was up for hearing it this morning. Q was tired. Bloody came in late. 336. Y'all know we was all at the edge. You was up late with the fellas. I just don't have the energy this morning, because I don't think that the move that was made warrants it. To me, it's just not that hard to see. It's really not. Y'all, we're up here debating the depth of the offensive tackle position group, whether it was deeper than the wide receivers. I find myself going down that rabbit hole. That's not what, to me, that's not what the Panthers pick at 19 was all about at all. You had your GM coming out saying that he was going to look at best player available. Maybe Monroe Freeland was the best player available. I don't think he was. Best player in the
Not
draft
in that
still on the
scenario
board.
there. Not in that
Yeah,
scenario there.
yeah. So then I asked myself, and some people don't like me speaking on their team, but I asked myself, was he the best player at the Panthers position of need? The answer to that, I don't even have to give you my take, but the fact that y'all are talking about him being a future player, to me, that answers it already. You ain't talking about him being immediately one of your 11 on offense, but you could have gotten one of your number one 11 guys on defense at either free safety or the number two linebacker spot. I don't understand what we're talking about.
Or the D tackle.
Yes, go. I don't understand what we're talking about.
All three positions would have started, and you had them on the board.
I will say this:
impact this
if
year.
the reason why I ask is because I don't. To me, it is a little bit weird to draft somebody in the first round, knowing he's not going to start. That's kind of crazy to me.
Is Ruben
So
Bain
that's
going to start? RTP?
he should. Yeah, he's a first
Okay.
rounder. He
Yeah,
should be
without a
starting.
question.
There you go.
He's right
There
now.
you
He's
go.
your best edge rusher.
There you go.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
There you go.
But that's what I'm saying though. Like you guys are saying he's not gonna start, and I'm kind of like, are you sure he's not gonna start? Like I don't know.
We
I
just
think
we just spent money.
I
Just
believe he
spent
I believe he's
money
gonna
in
start.
free agency.
He's not going to start
We
over
just
Walker.
And that
Y'all
spent
cut
and
that
that's
shit
what
out.
Not
I'm
over
questioning the
not over
fans more than
Walker.
I'm questioning them.
Not
Is what I'm saying.
not over Walker, but that's where that's where camp is gonna come involved.
Y'all stop that shit. Yeah, I know you ain't trying to insinuate he gonna start over Taylor
That's
Moton, who's one of the best right tackles in the
and look, hold
NFL.
on. Yeah, exactly. And Taylor Moton has had a little this and that. But Taylor, go back and look at Taylor numbers. And Taylor ain't but like 30 something, you know what I'm saying? These cats, you got cats playing at 37. Hell,
You
what
ain't
you
putting
gonna
Taylor Moton
Trent
out the
Williams?
pastures. Cut that shit out, man.
No,
Have
I
you
just
guys watched the press conference?
Hold on, RGB. Trent Williams just signed 2 more years, $50 million at 37 years old. Do y'all understand that?
Say what? He signed
And
what?
this man is
Trent
and this
Williams
man is
signed for 2
this
years for
man
$50 million.
this man 5-6
Oh.
years younger than he is.
When they
What
built
else
that
we talking
way,
about?
and you get the right one at that tackle position, you could pretty much run him till he's 40. Jake Matthews, we got one. He comes from a long history, and Moton seems to be that.
Only thing it was with Bolton Red is Marty gave him a big contract, and they
Yep.
been wanting him out of here because of the contract. That
The money.
contract is over with. It's because
Yep.
of the money. But he's been solid. He don't miss time. He's an Iron Man.
So
you're a genius
they got him
because
to
guess
replace
what?
him. Then is what you're saying.
Guess what? If you are gonna draft somebody to move somebody off of your offensive line for money, you would have gotten a guard to get off of one of them 2 big ticket guards that you got on the interior of your line.
That's been hurt.
Well, Panthers ain't trying to win.
I asked if
something
you
about
guys
that,
have
so.
watched the press conference because maybe they gave a hint that they might put him at guard or try him at guard. Maybe.
Oh, he's
No,
not a
they
guard.
didn't.
He's not a guard. You
No,
can't put that boy at 6'7" in front of Bryce Young. But
he's not a guard. He's a swing tackle.
Besides that, he's not a guard anyway. So that's not an option.
Well, if you guys feel like they're gonna move on from one of your tackles because of money, then that pretty much explains it right there. Then.
True. Or maybe they can use Taylor Moton as a trade commodity. Not saying that's a great idea, but if they're looking at money wise on the offensive line, because remember we're up to about almost $100 million, almost about $200 million with offensive line money. I mean that could be a genuine option
do you
too.
see all the different shapes that people are twisting themselves in to try to explain the rationale?
I see it. I see it. But I'm looking right now. I'm looking at it money wise.
Instead of just straight hitting the ball out of the park with Thieneman, or however you pronounce that boy name from Oregon at safety.
Thieneman,
Andrew.
Yeah, I was hoping to get him. I like him.
Andrew, I thought that y'all was going to be honest.
Yep,
same.
But I'm not a genius.
When Sadiq went off the board and Tate and Lemon and the boys like that, I said,
he fell right in y'all lap.
He fell.
We're going defense. We're gonna have to go defense. But they still went offense. Still went on the offense side of the ball. What you got to do to get a defensive piece around here?
Yeah, I said it in your guys' last show in the chat. I said, hey, we're probably gonna go freaking left tackle, but if we don't go left tackle, I would not mind getting Dylan right here. And lo and behold, the draft sat right there.
He was right there.
And it went,
Andrew, that was a pick, Andrew. And maybe that's why I'm arguing so much.
I thought Minnesota was going to get him, and when
I did
Minnesota
too.
asked on him,
Me too.
I said,
Everybody did.
Get him. Go get him, man. That
That's what I was
guy,
thinking.
he's
But
an elite.
also,
Yeah, he's elite back there.
yeah, but Andrew, also at the same time, if Minnesota would have did get Dylan like I thought he were going to do, and we still wouldn't get a left tackle, I'd have like, you know what? I get it. I
Oh, watch
understand
him ball
why.
out at Chicago though. Just
And
watch
Oh,
I
he
him.
gonna
thought
ball
that's
out of
why,
Chicago.
Red, I thought that's why Dallas traded up ahead of the Panthers because I thought they were going to grab him.
And get the
And,
pair with him and Caleb Downs. Me too.
Oh
and when
God,
they
bro,
didn't,
that would have been
I thought
nasty,
for
bro.
sure that Carolina would have grabbed him.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised that freaking the Chiefs went the Chiefs went that way. That way instead and didn't get Caleb
Hey,
Downs.
y'all. I got to step off for 1 second. Y'all just keep it going.
All right, go.
You know, but I mean, it's
Yeah.
there has to be a real logical explanation. I'm looking at it. Money on the offensive line.
Whose money though, Edge?
Either Robert Hunt's or Moten, and most likely it's probably gonna be Moten because we can't restructure him no more. So that's the only one I could think of. And Walker's on a 1-year prove it deal, you know. So he's going to try to look to get a big contract after this year, if and when he plays well, you know.
I mean, I hear you.
And Icky, we don't know. Nobody truly knows Icky's progress. The team can say, "Oh yeah, he's come along just fine." This, that, and the third.
Yeah,
Blah 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 blah
and
blah
that
blah.
might be what it
But
is
we
right there,
don't. But
Edge.
we don't. But we don't know. And if
Is
something
that might
happens
be
to
what it
Walker,
is right there? Because they do
yeah,
know.
yeah,
They do know.
that's true. And if something happens to Walker, if he goes down, no woman to go down. But if he goes down, we got Freely right there, and Freely we can
Well,
drop Freely right in.
well, and I thought about that when y'all first brought this up. I said maybe Icky is further away than they're letting the public know.
Maybe
That's what I
he
was
might.
thinking.
He might actually be further away than he actually is, and that's part of the reason why we went the way we went.
It could be.
Has Walker played anything on the right side?
I have to
I
go
don't
and look
remember.
at it. But I'm gonna say this though, Edge. He was a highly regarded tackle even at Green Bay. Now they had a money situation, and that's why they couldn't keep him. They didn't want to let him go. Now, don't get it twisted.
But Red, he was a 7th round pick though.
But
It was possibly easier to get off of him
sometimes
because he's a
late
7th round
round
pick.
picks hit. I mean, Tom Brady. Don't make me do that because we talking about the greatest of all time. But I'm just saying is that wasn't fair for me to say Brady. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
I'm like, well, why do you put Brady in
I
there?
ain't mean to do that. I ain't mean it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
If you would have said James Harrison, got you.
Exactly. Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah.
Like I
That
said,
wasn't fair. My bad, man.
I'm strictly looking at it money on the money side. That's strictly looking at it.
I don't know, but you know what? Y'all know I come up to troll, but the reality of it is, and that's why J Live giving me hell about not having a first round pick. That's just one round in the draft, man. It ain't over with. It's not over with. There's many more picks to be made, man, for y'all and for everybody else.
That's true, but I will say this though: the Rams scored a touchdown with your pick, Red. The Rams
Oh
scored
shit! No, they didn't.
yes, they did.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of debate about that this morning.
With
Guess
Ty
what?
Simpson.
Guess what? Guess what
Red.
I heard? Guess what I
Okay.
heard?
I'll let you go.
The Atlanta Scott Kennedy. I follow him. He's a former Major League Baseball scout and NFL scout as well. He said he would have never thought the Rams would have took the Falcons pick and done a Falcon job with it. There's a joke in there. Basically,
I got it.
what he's saying is just because it was the Rams, you'd expect them to make a smart pick. They went out and did some shit the Falcons would have did. Took a quarterback who had started 15 collegiate games and put him behind Matthew Stafford as insurance.
It's genius.
Okay.
No, yeah, that's
Let
what
me
I
break
was
this
gonna
down.
say. I don't
Hey,
know
let me
how
break
it's
this down.
done. That's
Hey,
genius.
listen,
It's genius,
I
though,
got
Red.
you. I got you. Let me break this down for y'all, Barney style. So think about it. Matthew Stafford has what? A good 1 or 2 years left, right? Okay, yes, Ty Simpson does have 15 collegiate starts. Got it. But here's the thing, though: Ty Simpson can sit for those 2 years, learn from Matthew Stafford, learn from Sean McVay. Okay, Matthew Stafford retires. Ty Simpson starting. Ty Simpson start is his third year, and what we normally say about quarterbacks in their third year, oh, you got to know if he's him or not. Guess what? The year that we have to know if he's him or not is going to be his first year. And guess what? Not only that, his fourth year is going to be his second year, and his fifth year they can literally pick up his fifth year option and
Okay,
let
I
him
don't
play
I don't want to drown anybody out as y'all have this
and let him
discussion.
play on that
But
fifth year option,
here's my
and
early
then
prediction on Ty Simpson.
they can
He'll
go
be a
ahead
backup
and go ahead and do
quarterback in
that.
the NFL. That's
Hey,
all I
hey,
got
hey,
on him.
But he's gonna
let
sit.
me.
I don't know, Red.
He's gonna sit for 2 years behind Sean McVay and Matthew Stafford. That's probably the best learning tree that kid is ever gonna have coming out of Alabama. Right?
Yeah,
That
he'll be a backup quarterback in the
Hey,
NFL.
hey, 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 hey,
okay. Okay, and your boy Stetson Bennett is a backup quarterback and still in rehab. So what you gonna say about that one?
hey,
Yeah,
Edge.
they both backup quarterback quality.
But Ty Simpson's gonna play. But Ty Simpson's gonna play over Stetson Bennett.
You might be
You can take
surprised.
it to the
Hey,
bank on that.
Edge.
Oh,
What's up, bro?
I'm not gonna be
Red.
surprised, Andrew.
So what you just saying? You just said about Rasheed Walker, right? Him being a 7th round pick, right?
Yeah.
I think Sean McVay's a pretty good.
Could, couldn't you sit here and say
Yeah, I think he's a pretty
that you
good
can?
judge of talent when it
He can't bake a
comes to
good cake with
quarterbacks.
shit though.
Couldn't you sit here and say the same thing about us drafting a backup tackle who's not going to start year one anyway? You could have found that between the 2nd and the 5th round.
True.
Could you
You
not say
could.
that?
You could definitely could have
Yeah,
done
you
that.
definitely could.
So what was the need for us to jump the gun and pick a nigga that's not even going to start? Because
Because
and then
everybody,
over top of
because
that,
they was taking
you
tackles.
just said hey, is that when you know he's going to play well, so you already know because the best part of the Carolina Panthers is the offensive line development. It don't matter who we put in here at you feel me at a certain spot. We always make them look good. So we just sat here, we just wasted a fucking pick. We just
I
wasted a
th-
fucking pick for
It's not a waste.
it's a
I look at
waste.
It's not a waste.
okay, my brother. Look, I look at it for the offensive line point. I look at it as money, strictly the money aspect of it. That's what I see it as. It's the
But
money.
that's the
It's the
whole
money on the
thing,
offensive
though.
line.
But that's the thing, though. Is you talking about money, but you paying this dude 20 million though.
True. True, we are paying this man 20 million, but also you got to look at the other offensive lineman that we got too, because Robert Hunt has an extra $100 million coming up.
But
Lewis is at like
you
almost
didn't
40 or
draft a
50.
guard though.
Exactly.
Yeah,
We know we didn't draft the guard. We don't truly know the depth of Icky's knee. All right, and Walker's on a 1 year prove it deal, and Green Bay got rid of him when Green Bay did not want to get rid of him. So we're trying to figure that part out as well. So this is an insurance policy for us with that. That's all I got to say about that one.
I
I
just
don't
think it's
think
too
it's an
early for
insurance
an
policy.
insurance
I think it's a
policy.
plan.
A
I think they
year
got a
two
plan. You guys
starter
just don't see it.
over a day one starter. Hey Red, let me ask you something, Red. Red, wherever the fuck Red at? Red took the safety in the 3rd round, right? And then
Trey, I think you went out, Trail.
Yeah, I think so too. It's too early.
Yeah, offensive lineman is just not a sexy pick. But again, if they have a
It's
plan,
not.
bro,
It's not a sexy
it
pick,
is
but
what it
they got
is.
they got a plan for something. They got a plan for something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It just seems like they have a plan for something. And again, the tackles were just there's a lot of talent in the tackle position.
Mm-hmm.
But
So
And like,
it
and that's the
might
reason
be something
why.
that you guys,
That's what I'm saying though. If it's a lot of talent at the position and it's not necessarily like your number one need, I think they could have picked something else or tried to drop back.
yeah, I mean, Dylan was right. Dylan was right there. And should we have taken him? Yes.
And it's like you could have
I'm
got
not.
a
I'm not
if you know
really.
the guy's not necessarily gonna start. I just think you could have got a tackle in the second round to say we're gonna
Yeah,
put him behind somebody.
yeah, we could have. We definitely could have. I mean,
I mean, even if
uh,
he starts next year, I think that's huge.
it will be huge. It will be huge. But here's also the thing. Here's also the thing though. He gets to sit and he gets to watch and he gets to learn.
Yeah,
So when he comes in, he'll be developed. He'll be developed and ready. He won't be developed and ready on the field, but he'll be developed and ready watching and learning from the other guys.
yeah.
You know. So can we get mad at that part? No.
I just know people gonna remember this pick, and I hope he works out because if he doesn't, it's gonna be a whole lot to say about this shit.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be a whole lot to say about it at the same time. But if we, but like what Dan
And
Morgan
don't we
said
still have
last year.
Brady? Don't we still have Brady Christensen?
Yeah, we still do.
Oh man, see what I
We still do.
mean, bro?
Cause we don't have K. Cause we don't have K Mays no more. K Mays went to Detroit.
All right, see what I mean, bro?
hmm And Detroit did pick up an offensive lineman too as well. So I don't know, bro. I don't know. But what I was saying about with the Ty Simpson one, with the Ty Simpson pick, it was a smart pick. It was a smart pick. And
Yeah,
that's how I
but
and that's how I look at it as he got a year and a half to 2 years to sit. He can play on his second or third. He can play on his second and third year. And by the time his fifth year comes, you can pick up the fifth year option, still let him play, and then figure out if you're going to pay him. And then you figure out if you're going to pay him after his fifth year, which is going to be his third year.
yeah,
You know,
and I
and
don't
and
disagree.
if you think he's worth it, then you can pay him, or if money's tight, you can put him on a franchise tag for 1 year, and it'll be a 1 year quote unquote prove it deal. But you already know he's that guy. Is that you just can't pay him because of your money situation that you have tied up in other assets.
But that's the thing, though. See, the Rams are in a different position, so they have the
Oh,
opportunity to build for the future.
much exactly, and think what division they're in.
Right?
Sam Darnold's not 30. Sam Darnold's not 30. Sam Darnold got a good 10 years to play.
Yeah.
10 more years to play. And Brock Purdy is an up and down, up and down, up and down type of quarterback, but Brock Purdy can get you to the playoffs right now. All right. So right now, the Rams are competing to keep up with Seattle, and they're also competing to keep the 49ers down where they're at. Where they're at and everything. So it's going to be a 3-race playoff race for the next 4 or 5 years between them three. And so with Matthew Stafford getting up there retirement age, yeah, they're gonna need somebody to compete with Sam Darnold
Hey,
and
y'all,
freaking Brock
I'm back.
Purdy.
I'm back. I'm back. Link back in the chat. Anybody trying to get on? I'm back. I'm back.
So you got to look at it like that. You got to look at it like that from that aspect as well.
I don't know why y'all hating on the Monroe Freeland, man. This is every time, bro. Like
No,
about
no, it's not. It's not hate.
y'all
Yeah,
want to
it's not
call
hate.
about
He's a
it.
good.
No, no, no.
He's a,
It's
he's
not
a pretty
hate.
good player.
It's
I
definitely
think he,
not
he could
hate.
probably fit in, but that ain't the point. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not
but we
about
don't
hate.
have Billy
Yeah.
Christensen no more. We ain't even
Hey,
signed
y'all,
him back.
y'all hold up 1 second. Yeah, JP Shepard with a $5 super chat. Y'all know Elro. It took the media saying something. Then Canales getting involved for Evero to start rookies last year, and that was a thing. Like, he didn't like to start rookies, and they made him get away off of DJ Johnson, and that's how Scorton and Princely got some time. So yeah. And let me see if
But
I got
go.
any more. Y'all hold tight. Let me see if they got any more where I jumped off. No, I don't got any more. So, all right.
Now, JP, he said one more thing.
He did. Where's it at, Jalen?
At the bottom. So JP with the $5 again. He said we getting the O line right, so Burrow will be straight when we straight for the next off season.
Okay.
F it.
JP stupid, yo. He said before we get Joe Burrow.
He might not be, but I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut on that part.
Hey, keep the options open, Edge. Don't
Hey,
close the door for it open.
hey,
Why
three
do you
three
think I
six.
said I'm not gonna say nothing more about him? I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
Edge,
Just gonna keep the
Edge,
options open.
Edge, and three three
Yeah,
six.
he is very unhappy over there. Joe Burrow is
Yeah, he
unhappy
is.
over
I think everybody is.
there. So,
Go
all right,
ahead,
like
Jalen.
I said,
What you got for me,
link back
Jalen?
in the chat, y'all. Like I'm gonna bring
Oh,
everybody up on back.
okay. Look. So think about this, right? So today it's been reports saying Panthers are targeting Bud Clark from TCU, the safety from TCU. So how would y'all feel about that pick?
I'm cool with that.
We said we said that yesterday, and I believe even JP was the one that brought up Bud Clark. I looked him up and I looked at his numbers and his range and everything. He looks good. You
He
know what I'm
good.
saying? Second round guy. But I feel that, like I said, and I say it again, defense should have been addressed last
Priority
night.
though.
You know what I'm saying? Should have been priority. Because it's not going to take but a little while, y'all, that you're going to keep nickel and diming this defense to where you're not going to win no damn championship. And you already know you're not going to win no championship with no 26, 28 ranked offensive unit. So,
I-
and I know it's like, well, down go. That's why you go get a piece, but you're not going to use that piece this year. Maybe at the end of the year when
But
everything
we,
goes to hell. But
but we still need a linebacker though. Go.
I know
Still
you didn't
though.
get it last night.
Dang. So
You
when
didn't
are
get
we
it
gonna get
last
a
night.
linebacker?
Hey,
Third
hey,
round?
hey, hey! Look, yo,
Nigga, you just said
that's where
they was
J
talking to the
Rod come
safety.
in,
So
and that's where
hold up,
Anthony Hill gonna come in.
you just said they were talking in the edge. I mean not the safety. So then
Yeah,
how
they
you gonna
targeting
you only
Bud
got one
Clark.
pick? You only got one pick. Not unless you gonna move
yeah.
up and then you gonna give up something.
And they
Oh,
rolling with
So
Wallace.
how you gonna get linebacker and you targeting
they finna
the
trade
safety?
up. They finna trade up, bro.
Nah, we rolling with Wallace. Y'all better get ready.
But you went and got a tackle yesterday though. Okay. All right.
336. Stop. 336. Stop trying to make sense, bro.
Nah, I'm just keeping it in the book, bro. We ain't getting
I feel
no
you,
we ain't getting
dog.
no
I
mind
feel
back.
you. I
Yeah.
feel
All
you,
right.
bro.
It's Lloyd and Wallace. That's what we got. And
Hey
I'm
man,
just
just
hoping
say you
Wallace
can
can
stay.
stay healthy this year.
Me
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
Me too.
I mean, goddamn,
Same.
shoulder
yeah,
surgery. I forgot what happened to him last
yeah.
year because the first year he had
Hey,
shoulder surgery.
We trading
hey,
up
three three
then.
six, 336. What did I
Yo,
say? What did I say? What did I say yesterday? Or was it Tuesday morning? Or what when I did the show? I said you one injury away on the defense. One injury away on the
yeah,
defense. Yeah, we got damn offensive linemen to the mall for the next 3 years. But you one fucking injury away at any position on the defense.
And
yeah.
we still need a
Make
D
that make
tackle
fucking sense to
because
me.
Tershawn Wharton is bad too. Golly.
Yeah,
Make
man.
that shit make sense to me.
I would have liked to see them trade back with the guys that were left on the board. Just a personal opinion. I would have liked to see them try to trade back.
Please make that shit make sense to me.
I mean, I can make it make sense a little bit though.
I get the idea.
Go ahead, J-Live.
It's
Make it make
fun.
sense.
All right, look. So Icky with that injury, you know what I'm saying? He may not be the same. And then two, Taylor Moton is getting old. So I mean, I'm not mad at the pick. I'm not mad. I mean, I see what they're doing, but still, you know, he's very good at pass blocking though. So man, we don't pass the ball like that. So I mean, we could be getting a
Oh,
different quarterback next year, but we'll see.
Jalen, let me tell you something, Jalen. I hear you. I hear what you're saying. You saying maybe if Icky don't come back right, if maybe this and that. Okay, you just tossed the same thing with the running back, but niggas just told me yesterday the running back gonna run for 1,000,000 yards, and he done had 2 ACLs. Okay, so then you said Taylor Moton getting old, and we just told y'all you got Taylor Moton a top notch fucking right tackle, who can play at least 2 more years over here. Y'all already putting the nigga out the pasture already. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, so you're one injury away from any piece on defense. You don't have a 3-tech tackle, and you
I
don't
know.
have a one linebacker that's official like that.
I
You
know.
understand what I'm saying? You've been looking for a free safety the last 6 years. They talking about they been saying it was the same GM when he got the job that said he looking for a rangy ball hawk safety, and you just had one. So I say again, make that make sense. Now we asked them to do a future move, but that, not like that. You made that move right there because one thing, you got to have the Great Wall of China for this fucking liability of a quarterback. Point blank.
I think they
If
got a
there's
little
injury
jumpy
to the
with the tackles coming off the board.
It would have been a receiver goal if they was trying to help Bryce. Trust me, or a tight end.
now you got 15 fucking receivers. But what I'm saying, Jalen, I'm just pissed. Or I ain't even pissed. I'm over it because you got two sides to the ball, three phases of the game. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying, y'all. If y'all like it, I love it.
I think Panthers
That's why I
gonna
put
try.
it just like that. So all
And
good.
JP with the $5 again. He said, "No one hearing me about Bud Clark from TCU. More interceptions than every defensive player in this draft. The last 4 years, free effing safety." And yeah, bro, I agree. Because if we get Bud Clark, we good. I mean, do we have a 3-tech or a linebacker? No, but I mean, we'll be fine though.
But we ain't picking at 33 now.
Yeah. But
Man, the
We
motherfuckers
team
picking
will
paying
at
be
out.
all right.
51.
The
Yeah,
team
we
will
Yes,
be
picking
sir.
all
at
That's what I'm
right.
51.
They'll
saying. Get
get
that gap. Motherfuckers
the
that
team will be all right. They're gonna get who they want, regardless of who we think. That's just how this shit gonna
Okay.
play out.
well,
They're
that's
gonna be
I've
all
every
been
right.
team,
telling
bloody.
y'all they not trying to win. They just sitting there loading up the offense, and they just gonna keep doing free agency for Evero because Evero gonna figure it out. Period. That's
I
what
don't
this
know.
shit is. They ain't really trying to win nothing. They just want to keep putting seats in BOA and put the illusion that they trying to win. That's why they ass gonna win 6 games. I've been saying this shit. But nobody want to listen to me,
Better,
so
better
And
put that
when
58.
we win 6 games, bloody, that's when the quarterback comes into play
No, we ain't
for
winning
the
no
next
6
year's
games.
draft.
Will it? Are you
what?
I
sure of that?
believe so. I believe so. 'Cause there's like 8 quarterbacks coming out next year. 8 of them.
Yeah, go. I know y'all believe that they like him, they love him, and all that, but we're getting around to that time. You know, your boy's starting to get long in the tooth, as they
I've
say.
been at that time. 336. I've been at that time.
Well, I know
That
you
time
have.
been
I'm talking
money.
about
It's
as far as the
yeah,
franchise, as far as the organization, we
yeah,
starting to get around to that time. You know, this ain't no rookie
yeah,
player. We starting to get older, so something gonna have to shake.
yeah. That ship done sailed for me. The tide is high. We get a linebacker. What JP say? Hey man, I think we should have did, like I said, a defensive move last night. It's too little, too late for me at this point. Too little, too late.
Yeah,
Too little, too late.
yeah. I would like to see them take that safety and the trade back.
hmm The
Just me personally.
trade back would have been crucial because okay, if you traded back, what you think the compensation would have been? 336.
You would have got
What
another
type of
second round pick at least, maybe
Yeah,
a third. I think you would have got somewhere in the second round though,
Uh huh.
an extra
And how
second.
crucial could that have been? How crucial could that have been tomorrow? I mean tonight
Oh
with
man,
two second round
I
picks.
very
mean,
crucial.
two second round picks, bro. Yeah, come on, man. You can get your linebacker and another player. You could have got a tackle and a linebacker in the second round.
Okay. Okay. Y'all, they are for no more than saying Taylor Moton's replacement. there's a bunch of right tackles in
There is.
this draft. There's a bunch of right tackles in this draft. There's a bunch of
The right
offensive
tackles
tackles in
don't
it.
go
Now
usually
they had
that
a run.
early.
Yeah, they had a run of offensive linemen last night. They did. That's why the board pushed. You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah, that's why
defensive
they
guys
jumped.
down. That's why they went down.
Oh,
Because you didn't think them two guys would have went in the first in the top 6 or 7. What they did. Um, the first two tackles that came off the board.
yeah.
Nobody expect that. It's always a shakeup like that. That somebody's gonna drop him and get pushed down.
Mm.
But for all that defensive talent to be sitting there for Carolina,
I think that's why they went O line because all them guys are coming off the board.
but they gonna fly off tomorrow though. Tonight. I guarantee
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
That bell gonna start ringing. Ding 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 ding. D tackles, corners, you know what I'm saying? Ding 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 ding. Watch it. And the pick is in, and the pick is in. Y'all
Damn.
think it flew by last night? Shit.
Oh yeah, because tonight is real quick. They don't even do the. They don't do all the calls and shit like that tonight, right? You just kind of get the pick in,
Mm-hmm.
and they go to the next one. Yeah. Well, I'm here
We'll
for it
see.
either way, you know.
That's all I
I'm
can
here
say.
for it
We'll
either way.
see, man.
I don't hate it. I just think it was a little too early. Mm.
So why would y'all grade that already?
Mm,
I'll
I graded
I'll
him.
give him a B minus.
B minus. What
Yeah,
you
I
what
give
you
him a
got there, Edge?
I give about a B.
Yeah, man, that's about right. About a B to a B minus, bro. Because
Yeah. I'm gonna put a C down. I don't like it worth a damn. I'm putting a C down, man.
And it really depends on what it turned into. That's why I said people gonna remember this pick. It ain't just gonna go away.
What I'm saying is 336. Now, Trent, I'm gonna make this clear. I'm not saying that the young man is not good.
Right.
I
Same.
I didn't even say that last night. I didn't say shit last night. I'm not
Yeah, same
saying
for
that the
me.
young man's not good because I looked at him because all them boys is if you go to Draft Blitz and look at the rating on it, and I told y'all there's you the fourth round before you start dropping out the 80s on all of these that's from tackles to guards to centers to whatever. It's loaded with offensive linemen. Okay, so there's some good offensive linemen in that mode, right? So I'm not
Yeah.
saying that he's not good. I'm talking about the utilization this year and the need of the Carolina Panthers.
But
Linebacker, defensive lineman, safety was a need for the Carolina Panthers. Now, last year, when Elro took that defense from, and you just put one piece back on there, which was Derek Brown, and he took that defense back to 14. Y'all had Pac Jones that had back surgery. He come back from back surgery. Now, if you're gonna say the same thing, say the same thing about him. If you're gonna say the same thing about Icky, he's not gonna be the same player. Ashawn Robinson, he had to walk because you couldn't pay him. You see what I'm saying? You got Turk Wharton, Bobby Brown, and Cam Jackson. Do you really know what Cam Jackson is right now at this point? He blocked
we
a
don't.
field goal, but do we know what he is? No, we don't.
I'm hoping for him, God. I got high hopes
me
for Cam.
too.
I like the
Yeah, we do. I like him as well. But we let's just be honest. We don't know what he
you know, we
is.
don't know
And
yet.
Bobby Brown show up one day. You might not see him for 2 or 3 more weeks, and then he show up. He might show up again, and then you might not see him. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Turk Gordon should have never got that damn payday. That's all I'm saying.
Can I get in here real quick, man?
Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Because I keep hearing people talk about Bud Cluck, Bud Cluck, Bud Cluck. That's cool, right? Y'all just sat here and y'all just said that that Dan Morgan, Dan Canales, David Tepper, them motherfuckers, they panicked. And that's what made them take that offensive tackle.
That's what I think.
So
I'm not gonna say
it,
they did. That's just what I think.
that's cool, but let's go to Bud Cluck now, right? Y'all think we the only people that know that
No,
he has the most interceptions
no.
out of any
That's why I
safety in
said,
this
Trey,
draft?
we picking at 50, what, 58 or 51?
51.
Yeah, we're
51,
picking at
51.
51. We're not picking at 33. So
Remind you, Avion Terrell still on the board. Gerard McCoy still on the board. Emmanuel McNeil is on the board. So by the time we get to 51, it might be a whole run on defensive backs and linebackers. You get what I'm saying? Because everything got pushed down, and that's what I keep trying to say. Is like, yo, I hear what y'all saying like about Bud Clark. Bud Clark, I've checked them out before, and I like what he's about too. But what's the likelihood that he's going to be there by the time we pick at 51 or we pick
and
at
see,
in the
Trey,
third
that's what I was gonna
round?
say. You had an
But
opportunity to
we
get a
had
guy
Dylan
who
there
was
at 20.
better.
We had Dylan there at
Yeah,
19 last night, and we
you had the
passed on him.
opportunity to get a guy that was better, to me anyway, and he was sitting right there. Now you talking about trying to get a guy who may possibly not even be there when you finally get the pick, unless you plan on moving up, which is gonna
Bud Clark
cost
been
you when
going
you had
for
a
a long
guy who
time.
was better right there in your hand. So I
And
don't
then
know.
what you
I
think
feel
they're
you.
going to do? What you think they're going to do when it's a run on linebackers and it's a run on safeties? They're
Get a
going to
tight
panic.
end.
They're going to move right back on up, and then we're going to
Man,
take the
see,
6th or 7th best.
Jalen, chill out, man. They're not gonna get no tight end.
They
He said they're
will.
gonna get the
Like if
opposite.
okay, look. Okay. Look, think about it. If linebackers and safeties get taken, who do y'all think they gonna pick? Then
They're not going with no tight end.
no
Well, they
tight
better
end.
not. Not a second round tight end.
Ask man. Bud Clark will likely be available at 80 or something. Shaking my head with JP. I know he's not gonna be available at no 80. No, I don't see it neither.
Okay.
We
So
gonna
who
have to
can
move
believe
up,
that?
Trail. We gonna have to. I mean, if you really want Jacob Rodriguez too, then you're gonna have to move up, man. You're gonna have to move up, bro.
Hey, so funny story. And I just find this fucking hilarious. Not with us, but in the draft. So y'all realize Makai Lemon was on the phone with Pittsburgh Steelers when Pittsburgh Steelers said they were going to take him at 21.
Mm-hmm.
Philly jumped Pittsburgh with
Yep.
Dallas, and they called Makai Lemon's agent and said, "Hey, we're picking you right now at 20." And that's how Makai Lemon went to the Eagles when Pittsburgh was on the phone with them right then and there. That is some funny ass shit.
So
That's
what
so
makes y'all think? What
if
makes y'all
that's
think
so
that's not going
funny
to happen to
though,
us
Red,
tonight?
Edge, if that's so funny, how can the Eagles do some shit like that and we can't? You see what I'm saying? Like right there,
That's
they
Howie
find a
Roseman for
fucking
you,
trade
go. That's
partner.
Howie
But
Roseman
no,
for
no, no,
you.
no, no. I understand. They found a trade partner to get ahead of the motherfucker because that's the dude they want, and they magically find a trade partner to do what they need to do to get their job done.
Hey, look, Howie Roseman knows how to manipulate the board better than any freaking GM I've ever seen. The simple fact that he knew who he wanted for the guy, and how he found out that Pittsburgh was on the phone with the guy that he wanted, and he made a trade with Dallas to jump up in front of them to go get him because he knew that Pittsburgh was going to pick him after that, bro. That's how Rose manipulating the motherfucking board, bro. Come on now.
Y'all laughing, but that shit is right happening to us tonight.
That might happen us. That might happen us
No,
tonight.
it's not. It's not, Mike. It is going to happen.
So who you think gonna jump? Who you think is gonna jump us if we get on the phone with somebody? Who thinks is gonna jump us?
Well, the Panthers can't keep their mouth shut about anything.
No, they
So
can't.
you pretty much
Well,
you.
it's not that
But
the fact that the
it's
Panthers can't keep their mouth shut. The Panthers also be throwing a lot of smoke screens out there too.
and that's also true. But it also goes to a point of whoever we bring in on a top 30 visit, more than likely is going to get selected.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
it's true.
all you got to do, you sit here and you like I said, you can't keep your mouth shut. You can't sit here. You can't do nothing under the books. That's why Philly is able to do what they do in front of other people, and then in the Carolina Panthers, we start fucking panicking, and then we do some other shit. So now that shit is getting ready to happen because a lot of people know we need a safety, we need a linebacker, we need a three type, we need another receiver for this little bitch ass nigga. We need a center. We need all this and all that. What makes you think that people, even if they get even the slightest, what makes you think that they're not going to jump in front of us and do the same thing that Philly just did to Pittsburgh last night? So we laughing. That Bud Clark shit, it sound good. It sounds good. But Mr. 15 Picks, we ain't the only one. We ain't the only ones that know about that. So I mean, hey,
We
have
want to
at it,
trade
man.
up,
Have
Trail.
at it.
We want to give up our 5th round picks, 2 of them to trade up. I know that,
And that's
right?
the thing, Jalen, is that when we move up, we give up more compensation than we're supposed to
We
give up. So
do.
what the fuck
Yeah,
can
we
we
do.
do right? The
Please.
boy can sit there and fall to us, and then we still do some stupid shit.
Yeah.
How many times are we going to keep allowing this to happen, bro? The boy fell to us last year after we took Tech and we took Nick Scotton, which was good, but then
Well, we
we
got
You
moved
had
lucky
to,
back up in the
on it.
draft.
We
We
got lucky
moved
on
back up in the
Nick
draft.
Jordan,
Hold up,
though.
hold
yep,
up, hold up.
yep,
We
yep,
moved back up in the draft to take
absolutely.
Princely just a
Yep.
season late, all season later to replace Princely. We can't do shit right. And then motherfuckers, I'm not saying that Monroe ain't good. I'm not. It's the fact of, bro, as everybody keeps
On how
saying,
we
bro.
did it, basically,
Exactly.
what you're saying.
Like Buffalo, San Fran, the Texans, they got picks to play with on day 2
We
because
should
they
have
kept
traded
trading
down.
back and shit. That's all you had to do. And like Goat just said, it's crazy how we couldn't find no trade partner, but fucking Philly found the trade partner
No,
with
because Dan
Dallas.
Morgan greedy, Trail.
In
That's
like
why. He's
seconds,
greedy.
in like
Niggas sit here
in
and
like
tell us
a
to let
matter
him
of
cut
seconds,
though.
Trill.
No, but
A matter
history
of seconds.
shows that though, Trail, that Dan Morgan get greedy because remember last year he wanted 2 first-round picks for Brian Burns. Come on, bro. Really? In the same draft? No.
Nah, they had it though. That was Scott Fitterer. The
No, that
Rams
was
offered them 2 firsts. Yeah, it was Scott. Yeah, the Rams offered us 2 firsts for Brian Burns, and they turned it down.
but remember when Dan Morgan with the Brian Burns thing, because he was still there too. But that was when Scott Fitterer got fired though. But y'all remember the Giants were willing to give up that number. Where was the Giants? Like number 7 or something like that. That year, and Dan Morgan said, "Cool, but I want another first-round pick." That's how he gets greedy. So that's why we couldn't find a trade partner last night. So sorry, but Dan Morgan gets greedy. So, but that's your GM. So
Now, actually, what happened, Jalen, and you can go back to Hard Knocks. Dan Morgan they was gonna give us the first round pick. They was gonna give us the first
see,
rounder, right? But somebody's got some noise in the background. Who is that with the noise?
it's not me. Go.
What it sound like, God? I'm in the car, but I ain't got nothing on.
It's not me. I was on mute.
Like some kind of blowing or something. I don't know. I can't find it. Hold on. Yeah, it was you 336. It was that noise from the car, whatever. Okay, but damn, if you go on Hard Knocks, and like I said, I don't mind just having to give you when I give y'all the facts, and then I give you where it was. You know what I'm saying? I give you the reference point. I have to do this. Other content creators don't because I'm a lie. I don't know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm proving over and over again, right? But anyway, what happened with that deal was this. Dan Morgan had to wait and get authorization to make the trade. He left Joe Shane hanging in the wind. So when Dan Morgan comes back to the phone after hours, after the deal was like, well, fuck it, yeah, we'll give you the one, whatever, this and that, the one and the two,
Yeah.
or the one for next year, or whatever. He said, you know what? Nah, this is what I'm doing. You take it or leave it. Now you're in the middle of the deal, and basically the buyer is like, yo, now you ain't got no other buyer. You know what I'm saying? You pretty much got to either say scrap it or take what that buyer that you got on the hook right there is giving you. I have been in deals before. You get to the place, you understand what I'm saying? And I know some of y'all may have done that. Say you're gonna sell something. You get to the place and y'all agreed on, let's just say $5. Now the dude say, hey man, I only got 3, I only got 4. See, they playing that little game with you. But if you don't really need the money, you tell them, hey man, I don't need to sell this shit. Call me back when you get the rest of the money that you said you had. You're really wasting my time. And you walk the fuck on. Now with the Rams, the 2 draft picks that everybody bring up, you see what I'm saying? At that time, they had done gave Brian Burns the 5th-year option money. And you remember they had said, these are the cornerstone. Him, JC, Derek Brown, and Jeremy Chin was the young cornerstones that we're going to build this defense on. And we have Frankie Louvu and a couple of them other guys. You know what I'm saying? So, after the offensive experiment went sideways, we only won the 2 games, what happened? Once again, I'm going to go back to the quarterback. And y'all always say, that quarterback pick was a bust. We only won 2 games. Offense still can't move. Guess what we had to do? We had to get rid of all them guys that we had to pay money to. Jeremy Chin, Brian Burns, Frankie Louvu. You see what I'm saying? And what did we do with them? We turned them into Robert Hunt, Damian Lillard, address the offensive line once again. This pick was nothing more than continuing to have the Great Wall of China for the liability quarterback that we have back there. I'm sorry, y'all. It always goes back to the most important piece of the puzzle. Now, another thing, what they possibly going to do is not pay Icky and put old buddy in there. That's going to take that money that we would have spent and give it to Bryce. That's the only 2 things that could go on.
Assuming that he earned it, right? That's what you're saying. Assuming that he earned it.
I don't even at this point. I don't even know.
I ain't messing with you, bro. Yeah, I ain't even messing with you.
I don't even know, bro. I don't even know, bro. Because if you
3 6. I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole, bro.
To fucking have to do this and do it, obviously they want the kid 336 and ain't a damn thing nobody can do or show them or tell them or whatever. You understand? So,
well, maybe they are building for the future, bro. Oh man, I don't know the boy, y'all.
I thought it was gonna bring me some clarity tomorrow. Last night. That's all I was looking for, clarity. I'm more damn confused than I was.
We're gonna see on that
Jalen,
when it come out.
Jalen,
What's up?
read the real HHENT with the $5 super chat.
Real HHENT with the $5. He said, regardless of safety, D tackle or linebacker, they will have to trade up, possibly use that 2nd, 5th, or more. Unfortunately, I wanted Dillon, but I'm not man at the pick. We might want to give up 2 5th-round picks to trade up, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro.
Oh man, there you go. We go. Gotta start moving picks now.
Yep.
And y'all act like Dan Morgan is just that good. He done got finesse before. He done got finesse before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Don't act like he
Chicago.
done got finesse before.
Brent Tillis, please don't let Dan Morgan do nothing stupid, bro. Just tell him don't give up this, but if they don't accept it, just stop. Just wait. Please don't.
He done got finesse before. Don't play like he is this negotiator that he talking niggas down off the building,
Man, we better
off
not
the leg.
trade. We better not trade
Nah,
Leggett
he
neither.
got that.
Please don't trade Leggett to trade up neither,
We done,
because that'll
yeah.
be dumb.
Look,
We got
Jalen,
underdog.
I
Jalen.
wouldn't mind that. I
We're
like
probably not going
Leggett,
to
but
do
I
that.
wouldn't mind that.
It's easier to get it off of Coker than it is Leggett, money wise, but that's probably not going to happen. The only
They
player that's probably going to be
done told you, Edge.
trade collateral is Tommy Trimble.
I done told you, Edge. They done put a crown on that motherfucker head. He got a
I
crown.
know they
He
put a
done.
crown on his head, but when
I've
it
been,
all goes
I've been
down, when it all goes
Jalen
down and shit,
Coker is crown.
and that's it.
That's
Look,
Oh
what the
yeah.
crown is.
I got you, go. But when it all goes crashing down, you know they're gonna be happy that they gave Jalen Coker a tender freaking deal and not a freaking long term deal. They're gonna be happy
Why
as
you say
hell when
that?
that happens.
Why you say that, Edge?
Why?
Go ahead and spit it out. Yeah, go ahead and spit it out.
No, come on, bro. If they are so 100% titled and convinced, because Trail said this too, and I'm quoting Trail on this. If they was 100% convinced that Coker was the guy, why did they not give him a long term deal when he was up for one instead of giving him a tender freaking deal?
Because he'd be out of shape a lot, and then he's never played a full season.
They need to see a little bit more. Yeah.
Yeah, he's.
But whoa! They need to see a little more. I thought the game. I thought the playoff game against the Rams was all that they needed to see.
Well, according to fans, yeah, but you know that's not how it really works.
I thought that was the breakout game of the year for Coker. He should have got a long term deal just for that game alone.
See, you can't mix what we as fans believe and what the front office believes.
Exactly. I got you. So like I said, if Coker was the guy and everybody's crowning him, the Bryce fans crowning him to be that guy, they should have gave him a long term deal. But they can't do that because Excel has to get looked at on his third going in the fourth year, and he still got a fifth year option. Ted just started, you know, so it's going to take Ted another year or two to figure out if he's going to be the guy, and he has a fifth year option. So you got two guys that's on a fifth that have fifth year options coming up within the next 2 or 3 years, and you're worried about a guy who's an undrafted free agent rookie who just signed a 10-year deal that we let go at first, then brought him back when he cleared waivers just for him to be kind of the second guy. And we had to sign this dude not once but twice just to make sure that he doesn't go anywhere, just to make sure that no one takes him.
They let him go for roster space, though.
It could make sense. Thank you. They'll let that man go for roster space really fast before they give him a contract.
No, I'm saying that's what happened the first time when they let him go.
Oh, I understand. I understand that. But when they brought him back the second time, they had to sign him. And then that next year after that, since he was an undrafted free agent rookie that they brought back, they had to re-sign him again just to make sure no one takes him.
But that's cool. See, I'm cool with that because Coker is more like an experiment, and it's an inexpensive experiment at that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not necessarily upset about that. You just really want to see him be healthy and play a season.
That's true. And that's true. But here's also another thing though. If he's that guy, sign him. Instead of giving him a tender deal, give him a freaking 2 or 3 year. Give him a 2 or 3 year contract.
Yeah, you really be upset in here.
But they will not do that because the reason why they won't do that is because they got 2 receivers that they got in the first round that have 5-year contracts, and one of them is going to be coming up in the next year and a half, and the other one's going to come up in 2 years. and that's the
I
reason why
think they
they're
got
not
to
going
see
to
a
do it.
little bit more from Coker and Excel, and I think
Yeah,
that's
Yeah.
what
they have to.
I think that's what it's
They're
about.
gonna have to. They're gonna have to. And since they got to see that much of what they got to do, getting an offensive lineman kind of makes sense because you got to protect the goddamn trenches. You got to make sure that Bryce Young can stay upright to get the ball down the field.
Gosh dang.
I think that the rookie that's probably not going to play is going to get paid more than Wallace. Or is it Walker? What's the left tackle?
Rasheed Walker.
Rasheed Walker.
Yeah, he's going to get paid more to not play. Because
Yeah.
we got Walker for a deal. We got him for a steal.
We got him. Yeah, he's a 7th round pick. We got it for a steal. We got it for a steal. Like I said, remember Green Bay had to give him up because of money. It wasn't because he couldn't play. It's because of money issues
Right.
that they had, and also they had 5 receivers, 5 good talented receivers, and they had to make a decision on who they're going to trade and who they're going to let go. And last year, last offseason, last year's draft, they drafted a receiver in the 1st round. So one of the receivers had to go. They had no choice but to trade one or 2 of them, and they did.
And that's what I don't want to be in the position of having to do around here.
True, but
I don't want to be turning the wide receiver core over every 3 years because we can't afford to pay the guys we keep drafting.
True, but at the same time, that was a good problem for Green Bay to have. That was a good problem for Green Bay to have because what do they have? A quarterback that can win and get the ball down the field.
I don't know about Jordan Love, Edge. I ain't saying that he's not terrible.
Jordan Love sat for
don't know
2.5 years, and his 4th year that he played, he showed that he can play.
Yeah, I ain't saying they can't play.
I mean, I'm just saying, bro.
Just saying.
Just saying. I mean, unless we pull the Green Bay and Bryce Young sat for 2 years and I didn't realize it, and we had some ghosts playing for us that I didn't know that I didn't realize and everything. And this is Bryce Young's 1st year. Please, someone let me know.
Well, it's definitely ain't his 1st year. With a lot of shit and some decisions about to be made.
For some fans, 236 that kept saying that this is his true 1st year, or last year was his true 1st year because he didn't have all the weapons. Come on, man.
Well, last year was the 2nd year. Yeah,
I'm sorry. I had to put that out there because a lot of people were saying that over the last 2 years.
He's still on his rookie deal, bitch.
I
still on his rookie deal.
I know he's still on his rookie deal, so we don't know nothing about him. We will know more about him in his 2nd contract. He's on a 5-year rookie deal. He's still in his rookie years.
You're playing a dangerous game now.
I'm sorry. Ah, man, that was funny. I'm sorry. I had to throw that out there because it was.
Well, a lot of people feel like they know what they got in Bryce,
and we're gonna let them believe. We're gonna let them believe that. We're gonna let them believe that.
Bryce.
I just need Bryce Young to what he does in the 4th quarter. I need him to do that all 3 quarters, all game.
Are you alluding to yourself, 336?
You said what?
Are you alluding to yourself and others?
Who is?
But by saying what? Some people know what they got in Bryce.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't want to hear what I got to say about that. I definitely know what I feel like.
What I'm saying, what you made a statement, and I'm saying, are you talking about yourself and the others are like you that know what y'all got in Bryce because y'all say it all the time?
Well, I wasn't alluding to that. I was more so saying the people who feel like we should extend Bryce right now, like he's worthy of an extension today. That's what I mean by saying, some people feel like they know what they have in Bryce.
Are you talking to me?
They were saying
there's a lot of people, driver, who
they were saying that last year, 336. They're saying at the end of last year, we need to pay him now.
At this point, we building the Great Wall. I mean, I look at the team, man. I mean, I think we actually ahead of schedule. I mean, I think I've
Huh?
said it before, haven't I? 336.
You have.
So based on the draft picks, ain't they moving like that?
That's how they're moving. I don't think we're there yet, but that's how they're choosing to move. Actually,
Oh,
driver, I don't really
okay.
know. Let's go into that, driver. So it seems like the way they're operating around the year in free agency, like they're trying to win now and compete now. But when it came to the draft yesterday, it looked like they're trying to build for the future. So I don't know if they're trying to win now or build for the future or trying to do both at the same time.
You can't do both at the same time, man. Like if Dan Morgan think that, then he's wrong. You can't do that.
Well, I mean, you supposed to build your team through the draft, is what I was told on this show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So,
yeah. But build your team. Yeah, build your team through the draft.
so if I'm drafting the offensive lineman in the first
Hmm.
round, is I'm building my team, and I in mind knowing that I got 2 starters already. Is I'm building my team or not?
I feel like you. It depends on how you are trying to build your team, basically. So, are you trying to build a team to compete now because you're missing spots, or are you trying to build a team for the future? So it really depends on what you're trying to do. Both are building the
Okay.
team through the draft. Yeah.
Now let's evaluate. You got Bryce 24, you got T-Mac, y'all, you got XL, y'all, you got Coca, y'all, you
Right.
got Sanders, y'all, you got Brooks, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody on your offensive line, the other person that's like young is Icky, and he hurt. So why would you expect the team to build through the draft where what I was told, when we signed Robert Hunt and Damon Lewis, that we should build through the draft with the offensive lineman. So when they
Yeah,
do,
but that's not in the first pick if you're building for the future. Not with the first pick. Like that's something you want to see in the third round, maybe in the second round, to say, all right, this guy not gonna start this year, but he'll be ready. He'll be ready
Yeah, third
if
or
Icky can't
second,
come back.
not
Yeah,
not your first
I'm,
round pick. You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad
And
you
I can
caught it, go.
understand getting insurance for Icky, but you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? My deal is this right here. Y'all, you already have the medicals on him. He was walking. I just seen him walking into the facility. You understand what I'm saying? He looked like everything is straight. He wasn't limping. He didn't have a cane on. He didn't have a brace on. You understand what I'm saying? He's walking. So it's just the projected time for him because see, it's already been some botched up. They go out there and get Stone Forsythe. You understand what I'm saying? Knowing. Then they say, "Oh shit, there go Rasheed Walker. He's better.
yeah,
Let's go get him." Then they say, "Oh
yeah.
shit, let's go draft." It's like, what are you doing? Like, do you have a plan, or is
Oh,
it
but
just, "Oh
I mean, I understand. I understand now. Like I say, I told y'all, I said, bro, we draft offensive line. We're not gonna be excited about it because I want somebody that could come in right away. Like y'all said, that's why I say I get what y'all saying. I agree with y'all. But if we looking at the team, and if I go out what I've been saying prior to the draft, is that we're a year ahead, and everybody, knowing that okay, we won the division, right? We got that by the thin of our teeth through the cut. We found
Yeah.
the way. We jumped out the back of the car. We escaped from the police. We got that. All right, we made it. We got home free. But your most important thing, and like I told people, I said when I went back and watched that Rams game, bro, the second time, man, what was glaring was our fucking offensive line struggle. I mean, it's on
driver,
tape.
check it out. You looking at one game that they struggle as a unit, driver. It wasn't like they were last in the NFL or no shit like that. By no means necessary.
No, I
You
mean,
taking a
go.
whole
I'm not
body of work on one game. You can't do it like
right,
that,
but
bro.
hold on. Right, I'm not saying. Come on, go. What I'm saying that to tell you that the left tackle got hurt the first series of the game. Right, we know that. I'm gonna say I'm not sitting up here trying to say that. Hey, they were just playing. It was something didn't happen. It was some other stuff that transpired, and that's why how I was looking. What I'm saying is that's a part of the game. Players get hurt.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah,
Robert Hunt, our line was just, had some little whatever. But for us to get to this next round, we gotta have somebody that can come right in.
But that's what I'm saying, Driver. Though, are you trying to get to the next round this year or next year? That's the whole thing that I'm saying. Like,
no,
that's what I'm saying. I don't understand how a backup tackle is going to help us get to the next round this year.
I mean, I agree with you. That's why I say I think a lot of things that y'all spoke about, I agree with y'all with, because, like I say, I wasn't favored. I went around here to my own horns that we're going offensive tackle. I was against going, but I wanted to take him in the second round. So my choice was to take the offensive tackle in the second round. They took him in the first round. But I'm not mad, because I felt like if they would have took him in the second round, he was going to be a backup anyway.
Right. But you didn't waste your 19th pick. That's the only thing about it. I just feel like it's a waste of a pick. And it's not to say he's a bad player.
Let me say this. This is the reason why. And I came on this show. Y'all go back and look at the tape. I told you, I said, bro, CJ Allen ain't that nigga. I gave y'all a few. I said, God, that nigga Allen fit. I mean, that safety out of Oregon. I don't like his ass. He ain't shit. Now, would I draft him? I think, I might draft him, but I know him. I told you, I said, all these defensive players that y'all looking at that y'all think, besides Peter Woods, that I was like, bro, them niggas ain't shit.
Well, he was on the board. Pete was on the board.
Now he was on the go. That's why I said besides Peter Woods. That's why I separated him from everything.
Not stop that driver. He getting ready to raise hell in Kansas City, driver. With
he is. With Chris Jones.
With Chris Jones and a Spagnuolo defense, he getting ready to raise hell in Kansas City.
That's what I keep saying, bro. We ain't put nobody beside Derrick Brown all these years, bro.
I understand it, but you gotta look at that's why I say I wanted them to take Peter Woods, because I knew you could cut Bobby Brown at the end of the season and you could get rid of Turk Warren.
Man, for real.
All in the same boat, bro. All at the same time.
All in one.
Clear up a bunch of money. And clear up a bunch of fucking money.
But listen to what I'm saying, though.
And Driver, that was one of your biggest things, paying Turk Wharton all that damn money, and then the nigga don't even play all season.
That's what I'm trying to get at. I knew, like I say, I wanted Peter Woods. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was barking. I said, bro, we're going defense. I was hoping they go D-lines to the offensive line. I was hoping on that, but they didn't. But my thing is, too, just like I saw with Peter Woods, he wasn't going to start if we would have drafted him, right? You got Bobby Brown, Turk Ward. He was going to be behind them.
He would have started by week 5. He'd be starting by week 5.
He'd got time. He'd have got that time, and he'd have been more of an impact. You understand what I'm saying? Because he'd have been in more of a rotation. You see what I'm saying? Because they just slid the rest of them boys out.
That's based on injury, though. That's based on injury, because this is why.
No, this based on This based on talent right here.
No, I'm telling you, because you got. Go ahead.
The boy we just picked up is not better than the last offensive tackle we just signed that came out of Green Bay. He's not at this point.
No, because he had a high pass grade. You right now, go. I'm with you on that.
And he's not better than Taylor Moton. So
I mean, I wouldn't know. I mean, no.
As a swing tackle is injury. Now that is injury. Peter Woods was gonna play
a lot
in the rotation. A lot.
He wasn't. That's why. See, this what I'm trying to get y'all to understand.
Peter is better than Turk Wharton. Peter better than Turk Wharton. He heavier, he bigger. He better than Turk Wharton.
I get what y'all said. I agree with y'all. But what I'm saying is this. They don't feel like he was going to have the opportunity to play. And what they looked at it like this. If I'm going to take a player, right, I'm pretty sure they had Peter Woods on their board. I'm pretty sure they had Peter Woods, they had the offensive line. And what they was doing was like, damn, both of them going to be a backup. But if somebody go down on the offensive line, can I plug and play him? Or if somebody go down on the defensive line, if I plug and play him, what's going to be the most important? And which is the offensive line, and y'all know that. That's how they took the approach to that.
I gotta see
What if I give you another scenario? And with what you just said, what they
I mean,
say?
is you gonna agree with what I just said?
Yeah, I agree with what you're saying.
Okay.
That's why I'm
All
making
right.
a scenario of what you just said. So they saying the same thing what you just said. If somebody go down on the offensive line, they looking at it, it's more important to protect Bryce on the offensive line than it is to go get after the quarterback or whatever, or on the defensive side of the ball. Is basically what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm just telling you, yeah, that's how they thought about it.
Okay.
Yeah, because you
All
got your 27 ranked offense. If somebody go down, I can plug and play. But you already seen that your defense in the offseason got a lot more help. So what I'm initially do, I mean, if I'm just
Where the
going
help?
out what I'm thinking they mind
But
is.
where the help? Where the help that you talking about? Where's this help? Where's this help
On
that you talking
defense,
about?
you got Phillips and you had one that got Lord. You got two players.
That's what they
on
brought.
defense,
Go. You can't
right?
hold them for what they got. That's what they picked up now.
They're all pro middle linebacker. And then you went and got, you spent $100 million on him on the edge. So
And
when
once
you
again,
look
I
at
tell
it,
y'all this right here. Phillips won to the $100 million, which right now, because it kept going up, which that is mid-grade to lower tier edge rusher. Y'all know that, right? Because Micah is
Yeah.
getting paid the most at 46 million, something like that. So that blows his contract out the water. He was just the best motherfucker that was available. Not
Yeah,
saying
that's
he's
how
the
it works,
best
man.
motherfucker, because
You
look
got to
at that
pay the guy
defensive
that's up
line
next.
that he left in Philly and the one that he's coming to. And he only got that production in Philly. And he coming to here and he got to be more of a man than he was in Philly. So hey.
Go. I'm gonna tell you the truth about
Now,
Phillips for me
he
though.
need
I know
help.
the sack numbers ain't
He got
there,
an
but
edge
as long as
rusher
that
too.
motherfucker keep getting after the quarterback, I ain't got no problem. I know the sack
that's
numbers
what I
ain't
was just
there,
going to say to
and
receipts.
this the thing.
That
This the
pressure,
thing though.
motherfucker.
I'm not sitting here. I'm not gonna sit here and hold them and say, "Well, I need to see 12 sacks this year." I ain't even gonna do
No,
that
I'm
because
not even
that
saying that
you can't
either, to
even.
be honest
Yeah,
with you. I'm
let's
not
not
even
even go
saying
there
that
because people
either.
gonna be mad. Oh, well, he ain't getting no. Well, he ain't had no sacks when he came here.
Well, think
Next
about it like
Man,
year,
this.
yeah, but
336. Do you shoot pool?
I have before. Yeah, I ain't no pro or nothing like that, but I have.
Well, you know you got 7 foot, 8 foot, 9 foot, might be 10 foot tables, right? The professional
Okay.
ones or something like that.
Okay.
Now, if you shoot all the time on a goddamn 7 foot table, you ain't gonna shoot the same when you hit that 10 foot table. You see what I'm saying? All he had to play on was a 7 foot table because he had all them other good motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Now
Right.
he on the 10 foot table over here because he ain't got Jalen Carter. He ain't got Big Jordan Davis. He ain't got Josh Sweat and all them ain't over there. But the other nigga, and then all that behind him. You know what I'm saying? You know they linebacker corps over there in Philly. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So my thing is this right here. If you can't do my that over there, I'm not expecting you to do it over
Yeah.
here.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. You got to show me. He got to show me. That's where I'm at right now with him.
Yeah, I ain't got no
I'm not
problem with
giving
it.
him a
Trust me.
damn thing. I'm not giving him a damn thing. He got to show me.
I just want to see him get after
then
the
what you got?
quarterback.
But hold on, 3C. But you got. That's why I say you got to look at it. If I wanted them to draft the D tackle because how expensive our D line is already, so they could kind of shuffle them niggas out the door. But
Yeah.
when you look at what they invested on the D line already, you can kind of understand, like, you know, if I got 250 million on the D line or 300 million on this goddamn D line, and I got 2 or 3 aged goddamn offensive linemen, I gotta draft some on the offensive line now. You know that, go. That's all I'm saying. You gotta look at the business side of it. I'm not saying like, was that the like what I would have took I rather would have took Peter Woods over him. Yes, me. I agree with you on that. But as far as a business side, I probably had to lead to the business side because I understand that, you know, we gotta replace these niggas. So, you know, you said, well, I get Peter Woods and he gonna be the heir apparent of Derrick Brown. That could happen.
No. He's Derrick Brown's running mate that you never
Yeah.
gave Derrick Brown before. He's not
I-
replacing Derrick.
Man.
He's solidifying that line. That's a piece, right? What Peter plays, we never drafted since KK Short. Do you understand me?
That's a fact. It's been a long time ago. It's been a long fucking time.
Never. You just got Devin Lloyd since Luke Kuechly. The defense, bro. You haven't addressed that defense, man, and so goddamn long. And y'all talking about these 1-year contracts and shit. It's fine for the defense, but when you start talking about that offensive line, helping Bryce and shit, oh no, we need a 15-year motherfucker. Oh no, we need it. Y'all gotta stop. Okay.
Hold on, go. What we go from helping Bryce to that ain't got nothing to do with Bryce. That
Cause
was a
that's what
business
that's the
decision.
fucking dude. No, it wasn't.
Hold on,
No, it
go.
wasn't. No,
He
that
not
had nothing.
starting. We just said, hold on, now 336.
That
You
had nothing
can't.
to
You
do
see
with
how he tried to. You see how he been because he just
Go
said
ahead.
the nigga ain't starting this year, right? So how is he helping Bryce? See, that's why I ain't said shit about the quarterback. You brought that shit up.
I know I did.
This ain't got
So
shit to do with the quarterback, man.
That's why if you listen, but you ain't gonna listen. Because I said the wrong thing. I said Bryce. So now your panties is all in a up is bunched the fuck up.
Oh, come on, go. Don't really.
Because you got to see it for what it is, driver. It's not no. You could have made a business decision in the second round to do that, the third round to do that. You understand what I'm saying? If you're not gonna pay Icky, then say what it is. Then say that's Icky's replacement. You're not gonna pay it. If you're worrying about his knee, you could have seen the medicals. You know what I'm saying? Weeks ago,
But
hell, he had the damn
But
surgery
go. But
right
that's what
after he
you
got
said,
hurt.
go. But that's
you
what you
can't
said.
predetermine that, man.
What
You
you mean?
can't say they ready to get rid of Icky. How you the one saying that?
What you mean? What are you saying?
Go. You just said it's already set in stone. Basically, if they want to get rid of Icky, they got a replacement. And then they drafted another player. What I'm saying is this: he
No, they
hurt.
don't.
They
They don't listen to what the man said. Did you hear what Dan Morgan said?
okay. Yeah, the man
Dan
said a
Morgan
whole
said
bunch of lies, and I don't believe
He
shit
did.
this nigga
did you hear what he said last night? I ain't talking about 3 weeks ago, this and that. He said he plays both. He plays left and he plays right. Right? He
Yep.
plays both. So that's telling me the way I'm looking at it. This is me. It can replace Taylor Moton. As far as the money, Taylor's the highest paid offensive lineman on that side of over there.
Yep.
Right? It can replace Taylor Moton. Right? So,
Yep.
but you could have just drafted for Taylor Moton's position come next year. You know what I'm saying? Or you could have, if Buddy ain't gonna play, you didn't have to draft so damn high. You could have
But to be
drafted the
granted, though, go Max. Max, the dude from Arizona, got taken high too, though. So I mean,
But
That's Duke Arizona State.
Arizona need linemen.
Man, that's what I'm trying to tell you,
They
man.
only drafted the left tackle last year, and they don't have nobody else over there, Jalen. And they done addressed their defense at a couple different points of time.
but Max
And
was
we know
supposed to
what they
be.
doing for us going, but we know what they doing going into the draft next year. We
But
already
Max,
Yeah, they're
know
getting a
that.
quarterback.
but Max was
Yeah.
supposed to be a second round pick, though, man. It was an
Well,
absolute big get
are we
upset.
doing the same thing,
I'm
Go?
not gonna lie to you.
See,
We
we
doing the
ain't
same thing,
going
Go?
see that's
Hey,
I don't know 336 because they was telling me that we're competing now. You understand what I'm saying?
that's what I
So
was thinking. That's the only reason why I'm looking at this the way I am. And it's not just what
when
they
you go
say; it's
when
the
you go
moves
spend
that they
$100+
made.
million, when you go
Yeah,
spend $100+ million in free agency, I'm competing now.
yeah. It ain't like it ain't just what you said. The moves you made look like you trying to win now,
I
and
mean
that's
they
what
is
you.
because hold on 336. All right, so if I'm planning to pay my quarterback, right? If I'm planning to get my
Right.
quarterback in the stitcher, and I got a right tackle that's making goddamn the highest paid on the line, but I just drafted a lineman who could go in his spot. What you think gonna happen to the goddamn right tackle next year?
I don't know yet because I think Taylor Moton might have another year after this one. But either way, it is coming around to the end. My only problem is, driver, I feel like you could have backed him up in the second round. That's I can't shake that. I just feel like if you're looking for a replacement tackle and you have a starter on both sides, I just feel like you could have did that today.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, they could have did it yesterday. It wasn't different between doing it today and doing it yesterday. That's why
The value
I
of the pick.
understand what you're saying.
The difference is that those other pieces were sitting there staring them in the face. You understand what
And
I'm
they would have
saying?
been starters.
And now,
You paying this
and
guy
they would
$20
have been
million to
starters.
sit.
Now they off the board. Now they ain't even an option no more.
Unless he gonna start. I
I just
mean,
don't see.
he might
I just
come in
don't
and beat Walker
see.
out. He should.
I don't see how
Okay.
either one of
I
y'all
mean,
mind that.
I
Driver,
can
I'm
see
gonna be
right
real
now
with you.
that's just gonna go. You know what I'm saying? Same thing. So you just gonna keep saying you don't see how,
Go,
and
go,
they're
go,
gonna
go, go,
explain,
go.
and then you're gonna say I can't see how, and then they're gonna explain, and then you're gonna say you can't see how. So
Y'all would not
fuck it. You
believe
like
this,
to pick,
bro. Go,
I don't like to pick, and we leave it like that. How
go.
about that?
Hold on, y'all. Hold up. Y'all will not believe this, man. So Panthers posted a video. Says draft show day 2. So they said expect Monroe Freeland to start. I'm done. So he's
Yeah.
not
Who said that?
Thomas Davis.
Expect him to start?
Thomas Davis
Yeah.
don't have a goddamn thing to do with who's starting over
Well,
him.
no, I was saying that's what I was just saying. Go unless he beats somebody out in camp and he just gonna start. I mean, that would be the best scenario for us. Just being real with you. If he beat a motherfucker out and start, I'd be cool with that.
Who is he beating? What the
I
heck?
don't give a damn. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Yeah, that's up to camp. You know, you get in there and you beat Taylor Moton out, or you get in there and you beat Walker out, and it is what it is. Yeah.
But that's the same thing they were saying, in before the draft, that they want to bring in competition, players that can compete, regardless about whether they draft the man or not. Like where we at right
Kenny
now.
Pickett and
I
Will Greer.
mean, I don't think he's competing. I think, I kind of pointed this out that I don't think they was gonna draft a quarterback in the draft. I mean, I said this a few weeks ago.
So we don't need
So,
competition there. I got you. I ain't even gonna do that today, Job. I ain't even gonna do that today. Go ahead.
that's what I'm saying. Y'all trying to make this shit about the quarterback, man.
I ain't gonna do that.
God,
We have a lot of money, go. I mean, a lot of money, go.
well, we straight, man. That offensive lineman, bro, set us up for the future. And that's what I'm looking at. Next year draft, bro, you know how much talent in the draft we gonna
Now,
hit.
Driver, when the season start and you looking at that linebacker group again, or when the season start and Nick Scott out there getting roasted,
Yep,
we're
again.
gonna come back to this 19th pick again. I promise you.
Well, hold on, 336. I always say Nick Scott ain't shit. I told him he shouldn't came back to Carolina.
I know,
So you
and that's
can't
my
say
point,
that.
though. Like
You
focusing
can't make.
on.
Hold
No,
on.
I'm not using that against you. I'm just saying, like, that's what's gonna happen here throughout the season. Like the same guys that we had an issue with are coming back, and we're also rolling the same offense out from last year.
That's fine. I told you I'd rather go defense. That's why if we would have went Peter Woods, nigga, we still would have had motherfucking Nick Scott at
I know what
safety.
you. I know what you're
That's
saying,
what I'm
driver.
saying.
What the difference is? We rolling out the same guys mostly that we had an issue with from last year. Like
Yeah,
yesterday, you
I
had an
mean,
opportunity to make an impact on at least one of them positions. And if this guy don't start, it looks like, you know what I'm saying, it's the same offense, same wide receiver group, you know, same defense mostly. Uh,
but you gotta look
now
at
you won the division and you wanna win the division again. You wanna stay competing now, but you rolling out the same team that won 8 wins. Like,
but you gotta understand too, though, that was a young team. That was
they're
a
a year
young
older.
offensive
They're
team.
one offensive. They're one off season older, driver. One.
Man, the veterans that was on defense versus the veteran that was on offense, bro, that shit like night and
Right.
day.
Yeah,
So
but they're
you
all
know how
coming
that
back
shit.
though. It's all the same guys though.
That's why I say that you added more veterans on defense, right? This offseason. You gave the
Okay.
defense more help. You added some veterans. So they ain't just coming in to be no backups. You gained 2 starters. So we in a position, bro. If I gain 2 starters on a veteran defense and I got a young offense,
Mm-hmm.
and I say, you know what? The player that I possibly want is gone because I honestly believe that they were leaning on defense, but I believe that the player that they wanted was gone.
How
So
do we
I
compete
think,
with the same offense, driver?
what you mean? How we gonna compete with the same offense? I think the offense was just young last year, and we had a lot of injuries at the
Right.
beginning of the season. That could have been
Now they 1 year
10-1
older.
win season.
Now they're 1 year older, right?
Right.
So there's gonna be a huge leap from last year to this year, and everybody, or mostly everybody, right?
Man, you gonna see a huge leap, but I ain't gonna say a huge leap because the problem to me that I felt that the offense is a problem with it honestly is the running back position. Like I've been telling nigga, bro, I don't like Chuba. Chuba is not no fucking starting running back. They trying to hope on Brooks. And I've been telling y'all, I say shit. We ain't got no real weapons, dog, on offense. You got Chuba that somebody wants you to believe in. You got Excel. I mean, you got Excel, right? Who they want you to believe in. Then you got Jimmy Horn, Sanders, Tommy Tremble. Ain't none of these niggas right here was that nigga in college. None. I just named that all them niggas. Ain't none of them niggas like that, right? Nah, let's name out the nigga that was like that in college. You had Tick, right? Then you had Bryce. The nigga that was like this nigga, his goddamn can't even stay on the field. He got ACL problems. He the backup. He was like that in college. So now you got 2 niggas. Right? Now when you go look at all around the league, bro, they got a running back that they know. They got the same when they got ETN from the Jag. Well, they said, man, we got to go to running back. They got a running back. Them folk when they got another wide receiver in the first round. They got 2 first round wide receivers. Now they got a running back. You see what I'm saying? Right. So if you trying to say that the players that's on the outfit that we really got, like Chubut and XL and all the other, them niggas ain't like that. I mean, that's my concern. But I wasn't trying to build on the outfit because I feel like they was young. But we know them niggas ain't like that though. That's all I'm saying. We got to be honest to ourselves. We don't got a backup running back. We don't even have a real starting running back. And we don't got a goddamn true number 2. Yeah, everybody know that. So what
Hey. But I mean, you talking different strokes for different folks. You know what I'm saying? You got to look at the way we try to build this thing, the way they built the thing. You know, every team ain't built the same. You can say, "Oh, we need to model our shit after this right here." We tried to model our shit after Miami at one time, but it didn't work. You know what I'm saying? And then you try to model your shit after this. You got to take the player that's on the board for you at that time. And like I said, I just think we should have continued to build a defense because at the end of the day, the defense is almost there, driver, at 14.
Yeah,
And the
yeah,
offense
I'm
that's
with you,
at
go.
26. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying? It's gonna take a hell of a lot more to get that offense. And you know why?
Uh,
To where it need to be. Hey, Jalen, did
Mhm.
we read that from the real HAENT? I'm sorry, I forgot to interrupt.
No, we have a lot
Let,
of super chats, so
yeah, let's get to the money right quick. Go ahead,
yeah.
give me that one right.
All right, the real HHENT with the $5. He said, regardless of safety, D tackle, or linebacker, they will have to trade up, possibly use that second, fifth, or more. Unfortunately, I wanted Dylan, but I'm not mad at the pick.
Okay. And we understand, we 100% understand that, and I, like I said, I do as well. And like I'm not, once again, I'm not, I just wanted the defensive piece because
I
I
know.
think it was more important. That's all I'm saying. Read that
Like,
right there, Jalen. Y'all,
all
Jalen
right,
gonna get these out the way, and then we'll go ahead with the discussion. But go ahead, Jalen.
all right, with Ronnie Young, he from Memphis. He donated $4.99. He said, "Why the hell can't we just do what the Blanking Panthers do? We got to do what Philly do now." Ronnie, we wasn't saying that. We can't be good at doing
See,
RS. Ronnie, we wasn't
I can't
saying
take.
that.
see,
I can't say nothing. See, people interpret anything I say. If I say the sky is blue, no, it's not. It's got white clouds in it. You see what I'm saying? I can't say shit without somebody taking what I said, take the damn shit and just take it to a whole nother level. Let me make it just as simple as I can. I would have addressed the defense. Okay? I don't know how simple that can be. So you can take them damn words and twist them around. Go ahead, Taylor.
Then Flame with the $20. He said, "I've been saying a Dorf bum cunt with no arm talent and Dan Morgan need to leave together. I want them both gone. You aren't getting Hunt back for less than $20 million a year. Yeah, so that means draft a guard.
Exactly. Let me see. Hold up, Bo. If we got a couple more.
We got a lot more to go." Flame with the other $5. He said, "Are we rebuilding already? Are we building for the next quarterback?" That's what I was thinking too, Flame. Usually when you rebuild the offensive line, you are doing it for a new QB. Exactly.
Yeah.
Because Monroe, he's a pass blocking tackle. So I mean, and we run the ball a lot, so
And
we'll see.
they getting that money. They getting that money off the books too, y'all. I mean, I can see that as well. I mean, you absolutely right, driver. I know they're getting that money off the books, but are they getting the money off the books to pay Bryce Young? Or are they getting the money out the books to rebuild? But go ahead, Jalen.
Well, oh my bad. Go ahead, Jim.
Then Leo, the apparently he be hating a lot, according to some people, like Ronnie. But Leo said he was the second ranked tackle in the draft. I agree, Leo. I mean, I'm not mad at the pick, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, no. I mean, it's just an opinion.
You skip one, though.
Flame with the $10 super chat.
Oh, but you skipped. What's Achava 94.54.
Did I? Hold on. That's the way they come up. I'm getting that one next.
All right. And Michael Love Jesus, he says, Michael Love Jesus with the $10. He said, according to this first round pick, we are not playing to win this year. We are building this offensive line again. We can't afford to pay all these monster contracts, and I also agree on that too, Flame.
I agree.
I think they getting a center and a guard, third and fourth round actually.
Yeah. I agree.
Achava 94.54 with the $5. He said, "What's up, fellas? I love this pick. We needed an insurance policy on the O line. Have y'all seen our backups?" Yeah, Zavala. Then nah.
Yeah, Zavala. I mean, damn, we need insurance. We need the first pick on defense. I mean, you know, that could be said the same. There go Ronnie again.
Ronnie with
Go, but that's why I was saying, we next year's draft for the defense gonna be deeper. We're gonna have more of an opportunity to take that player that we actually want next year. That's what y'all understand. See, I honestly believe that them players gonna come off that book on that defensive line and they're gonna draft a D tackle. They're gonna have to. Cause that's too much money just sitting
Well,
on
they
that
got
line where
to.
you can just cut them.
You never addressed it. You never address. I mean, something you never address. You got to address it. You got to have one at some point in time. But go ahead, Taylor.
Ronnie Young with the $1.99. He said, "More than a top 10 defense. We need Bankins, go
balance."
He said balance. So weird though.
No, he misspelled. Oh, now see, this nigga said more than a top 10 defense. What kind of fucking sense that make? Who don't want a top 10 defense?
I don't know.
Okay.
I have no clue.
Okay.
I don't know, man.
That's the last one. That's the last one there, Jay.
And Kevin Shepard, with the $10, he said they are not rebuilding for a new QB. Y'all are delusional, just sitting there making up your own narrative. I mean, we all have our opinions. I mean,
anytime you say QB change, boy, you better be ready to fight around this motherfucker.
Yeah, I see. And then Eternal, he did another donation. So Eternal with the $1.99. He said, "Building this team just to win division." Shame. Yeah.
Damn, y'all.
What's up, Leo? Leo up here.
Oh yeah, I'm getting some food. I'm on mute real quick.
Right.
I'm listening. Mm-hmm.
But go.
It just, if he don't start this year, it just feels like it doesn't help us maintain or win the division again.
Well, I mean, according to Thomas Davis and that other boy, apparently he will start. He gonna beat out Rasheed Walker.
But he don't even have to see. My thing is this: why is we rushing him to start?
I don't know. Well, because one driver he was picked at 19, and you just won the division. So when you win a division, but you still got holes, you kind of want to see your team pick players to fill holes so you can maintain winning the division.
I think they did fill the hole though 336.
Yeah, but they filled the hole with a player that's not necessarily going to start. It's not like we picked the left tackle because we don't have one and we about to put him right in.
He's a rookie. So even if
I don't understand y'all problem with these rookies. Like, have y'all been looking around the league at what rookies are doing? This ain't 1985, bro. Like, rookies are coming in the NFL right now and dominating.
Come on, man. You know I know that. Hold on, man.
So why do we keep throwing around the word? I don't care about the rookie, sophomore, junior. I don't care about none of that. Like, where are you at as a player? Because these rookies are dominating right now.
So how prepared you want your player to be? You want him to just say, you know what? You're a rookie. I took you. I know somebody on the team might be better than you, but I'm gonna start you over here.
Well, if I'm building a team to maintain and win the division right now, driver, yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking for. A guy that I can pull out of the draft, put straight into a lineup, and he is effective. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking for.
That don't be in every scenario, even with first round quarterbacks. What his name is for Atlanta?
Michael
Penix.
Penix.
They drafted him 8th overall, sir. He didn't start to
They
the
did.
end of the season.
They did.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. What's wrong with letting the
But
players develop?
the
It
problem
happens a
was
lot.
they did that driver, but they already had a starter.
We got a
And that's
starter.
and the thing about it is that's a very unique circumstance. That's not something that happens every year.
That's a unique circumstance because we got 2 starters on both sides and a person that could start if he wasn't hurt. What are you talking about?
So
that's very
that's
unique.
a guy
So
you get.
we took an opportunity, just like how the Falcons did, or just like any organization would, to get ahead. Just like the Rams did. They took Ty Simpson. First round.
But they're not.
Before
Driver, you can't say they're trying to win this year, driver. It's
the
the same
Rams
team,
trying
driver.
to win this year, but Ty Simpson gonna come
But
off the bench, right?
But driver, you
the
can't say
Rams
they're
are in a
trying to
different
win this year.
situation than we are.
You see what I'm saying?
The Rams are in a totally different situation as far as team building than Carolina Panthers.
They lost in the playoffs and they barely beat
The
up.
Rams roster is in a totally different situation.
Now, since we're going to help them win the playoff game, driver, you can't say that they're trying to win this year, driver. You can't make the argument. If they didn't-
Hold on, sir. I never said that, Leo. Why you trying to argue with me? He said that.
No, I'm saying, but you can't argue against.
Why? What you talking about?
No, I'm saying there's no argument. It is what it is. There's a plus for the offensive lineman, and there's a negative for not drafting tournament. I mean, you can't argue it. It's just that. But somebody said that
I'm just telling him, bro, that they drafted a quarterback, so he telling me that we're not trying to win based on what I said. And I'm saying that the Rams drafted a quarterback based on them taking him. They must not trying to win too. That's all I said. I never said we're not trying to win.
They're in a different position as far as team building than we are.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They already said it. That's different, driver. They already said it.
That's a team that has been competing. That team just won the Super Bowl. Like that team has been competing.
But driver,
they just win those Super Bowls.
What happens is y'all believe, right, that because of where the Carolina Panthers were and because we made the playoffs, y'all believe that the team is in a different position than where we really are, just because of the playoffs. It's really not. The team really isn't where you think it is, driver. We won 8 games. We made the playoffs with a losing record. We're not in the position where we're done building and we can start playing around with draft picks.
Since you right now. All right. If we would have took, like I said, I'm gonna go down 4 positions. If he would have got there, took a quarterback, we would have started. No.
Oh God! Well,
no. I'm being honest.
All right.
Ty Simpson
okay, go ahead,
would not be a starter.
Go ahead, driver. Go ahead.
So let me finish. Let me finish.
Pick 2.
I'm just being real.
Okay.
So if we would have took the quarterback, he wouldn't have started. If we would have took a wide receiver, he wouldn't have been the starter. If we would have took the D tackle,
if he was a third wide receiver, he would have been the starter.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about first or second number 2. He wasn't just number 1 or number 2. So
yeah, but you got 3 starting wide receivers on the depth chart. You got 3. The third wide receiver.
You're right. You do. But I'm just telling you, he wouldn't have been the number 1 or the number 2. None of those spots. So I give you that part on that slide of hell. But he wouldn't start in those spots, and then he wasn't gonna start at left tackle. At 4 spots.
But the safety would have started.
Huh?
Hey, Jalen.
Yo.
Jalen, give me that last one right there from my channel right there, the 499.
All right. Eternal with the 499. He said we just won the wild card and use our first round to sit him. How far are we going to do that? He got to start, driver. We need to beat more. I think he's been mentioning to say be more than our division, but
he said beat more than our division.
Our division, okay.
Beat other people than just people in our division. Yeah, he's absolutely right. If
and you
got
JP's,
to win the NFC, you got to win the
donation
NFC.
too.
I miss JP.
Yeah,
I
and
mean, that's how we got into the playoffs.
Achaba.
But and that's what I'm
Oh, okay,
saying,
okay,
So
Driver. Like
okay,
to
okay.
maintain
Okay.
though,
My bad, y'all. Go ahead, go ahead.
just to maintain
JP
what
with
you're
the
trying to do and where you are. Oh, my fault. My fault. Go ahead.
JP with the $2. He said mission QB coochie gets bruised.
Yeah, it do, it do. Soon as you say QB, soon as you say QB right here, JP, I guess we can upgrade any other position, but we can't upgrade that one. Hell no.
Then Achaba with $3. He said we still got more picks to come. It ain't over yet. I mean,
That's true. But the first round is over though.
Hey, let me ask you something, Driver. Let me ask you something. And anybody else in the chat want to answer this and that, whatever. Let me ask you something, Driver. Next year, quarterback, if we finish top 10, next year quarterback class being like it is, are those quarterbacks better than the one we got under center right now? And be honest, man. Don't bullshit me.
I'm telling you,
Don't you bullshit.
I'm not. Hold on, go. For one, I'm not gonna say that right now, but I think
bullshit.
It's the season. Nah, because when you watch college football, and I'm a fan of college football, so I told you I wanted Shador here. So it's not saying that it's not a player that I wouldn't take over Bryce. I take Shador over Bryce right now. I told people that I wish they would have drafted him in the draft. So it's kind of trying to sound like you want me to like fit your narrative to say that I wouldn't go draft a quarterback.
No. I don't want you to do nothing. I just asked you a question. It wasn't a loaded question. I said, if we finish in the top 10, are those quarterbacks better than what we got under center now? That was
I can't answer that question right now.
Leo, was that a loaded question? Is that a loaded question, Leo?
Not at all. Not at all.
Do you think that was a loaded question? 336. Do you think I loaded it?
Nah,
that wasn't loaded.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Nah, straight up.
Okay.
What you think, man?
Okay.
I want to see him play this year. I think he just want to see him play this year.
Drop. The Panthers were ranked bottom in the NFL in passing defense. So Heeneman was the second best safety in the league. I mean, college football. For them to pass on him, that lets us that if a person can deduct with logical reason that they're not trying to beat the teams in their division, or they're not trying to beat. They build up for the future, because if you say you're trying to win next year, you got to play against the Falcons, the Saints. You got to play against the other teams in the NFC that won the playoffs. You just lost to them. You lost to the Rams because you couldn't defend the pass. Won the run game, you couldn't defend the pass. So if you were trying to win next year in 26, you drafted damn safety, because he was the second behind Caleb Downs, who you weren't gonna get. So you get the second best player, safety wise. You pass on him. You drop an offensive lineman who might start, who might not start. And you got to use logic and reason with that, but they're not trying to. They don't care about winning next year. They just building for the future.
That's not true, Leo. That's not true, because for one, your second round pick, man, and the next, even in your third round pick, bro, they could be starters.
Could be. So, Driver, how does he? Right. That's what we keep saying. Like it's the possibility versus what's actually probable.
Because
so it's like,
the first round pick
it's possible that the tackle
start either on defense.
What?
Besides,
he was
going to start. Driver, he was starting.
Absolutely start over the next guy.
I just said besides the safety, but he's not that type of nigga though.
He is.
No, he ain't. That's why they
passed.
You
don't want to think that. You don't want to think
that. Okay, they think that they passed up on it, nigga.
Because they building for the future. They building for the future. They're not building for the present.
If that man was like that, ain't no way they passing up for a guy they re-signed to a 1 year deal. Saying, so now you're lying.
Jarvis, listen to you right. So what you're telling me is the tackle that they pick is actually like that, then, right?
Hell yeah, because they believe in him. That's why they took him in the
But
first
See what
round.
I mean?
where you gonna play though, driver? Where you
You see
gonna
what I
play?
mean?
What you mean where he
Whose
gonna play?
job
His
is?
position.
You just said that the Nick Scott is. Everybody know Nick Scott is not a good starting player. So if
Right.
you draft the first round pick over at that position, that first round pick is definitely starting over Nick Scott. They drafted my
That's
man.
not true. That's not
So
true.
you driver real quick. So don't say that, bro. So I'm asking your opinion. So Dylan Thieneman, the second ranked safety in college football last year, you're saying that he would not start over Nick Scott if they drafted Dylan
I'm not
Thieneman? Is
saying
that
he
what you're saying?
wouldn't start over him because we know this, like I said, eventually he could get in there, he could play. I don't know the future. But what I'm saying is this: they didn't see him as that type of player because they passed up on him. He was a defensive safety, which Nick Scott, right, was released. And then he was brought back on a 1-year deal. Wasn't paid for shit. He didn't get paid shit. So why would they pass up on the number 2 ranked safety? Because obviously they feel like the other guys in the second and third round is on the same level.
Oh boy.
That's what I'm trying to get y'all to understand.
That
You
sounds
got
like
Bud
malpractice to me.
you got AJ
That sounds like
Hawk.
malpractice.
You got plenty more safeties out there. Y'all
But they're
just
not
looking
as
at
good,
one
though.
player and
That's
trying to
good.
determine whether. Go ahead.
No, it's not just that one safety though. Yeah, Peter Woods was there. Shit, I mean,
But Peter Woods wasn't a dominant tackle though. He wasn't the second rank or the first rank. But I'm just saying Thieneman was a second ranked safety.
He
So
wasn't like that, bro. When I watched tape on him, I came right up here and told y'all. I said, goddamn, the linebacker wasn't like that. I said, Sony Styles, I don't like him. I said, goddamn,
you the
that
only one
nigga,
that said that though.
AJ, that nigga from Georgia, I ain't like him. He ain't shit. I said that nigga, from the safety. And the nigga that I told y'all, if y'all go listen to the tape, I said it's one nigga. That's that nigga. Is from Texas Tech. Then before that nigga, where he went, where
he didn't
did
get
he go in the
drafted.
draft?
He didn't get
Yes,
drafted.
not from Texas Tech. He went number 2 overall.
Oh yeah, but Bailey, yeah, Bailey is true. Bailey good.
This was 3 months ago on the show. I was telling
But
y'all this shit.
driver, that's an obvious driver. Please, driver. That man had 12 sacks. That's an obvious pick, driver. That's obvious.
Nah,
That's
he
an
wasn't
obvious
even
pick.
in the mock draft, nigga. He wasn't even going
was.
top 2. No, he
He
wasn't.
was.
He was
The
going
last
like 15, nigga. I was doing the mock drafts. I was
the
doing the
last
research on the nigga.
the last 2 weeks, driver. That man was going top 5,
Yeah,
driver.
the last 2 fucking weeks, the last month, maybe.
That was an easy pick, though,
Watching that
driver.
nigga like that.
How does he?
Driver. He got picked
This
second.
the thing. This is my thing, driver. You trying to win the division again this year? How does it, driver? How does this tackle help you win the division this year? Hello?
I can hear you 3 to 6.
Driver.
I can hear you.
Okay. Driver must have did it. I just don't see how he's beneficial to us winning the division this year. Unless he starts.
You can't make an argument, driver, for that. You can't make an argument, brother. You just got to let it be. I like the pick, but if somebody say they don't like it, then we can't argue that because he's not going to have an impact. Because he don't have
Pick
a
is the
position.
pick. Pick is the pick. Yeah,
The pick is the pick.
The pick is the pick.
I never, hold on.
Hey,
I
Jalen,
agree with
Jalen,
those.
did we read that one right there, Jalen? Did we read that one about Chopper?
Yes, sir. We did.
Okay.
We didn't read Flames last one. That's the.
And then the one on
$5
Chopper
left.
said the division.
We read that one.
I'm playing this last one. Right?
Yeah. Now we didn't read. We didn't read that one.
Okay.
Flame with the $5. He said, yes, the QBs next year are a lot better than the Dorfbaum Cup with no on time.
Thank you, Flame. Thank you. Driver didn't want to say that. But Flame said it. Think about that, Driver.
Been
What you think
lying
about
since he
that?
been on the goddamn show, man. God
What you think
damn.
about
Now he
that?
want.
Flame ain't told no lies.
Flame don't do nothing but tell the truth. He don't
Man,
lie. He
Flame
don't do nothing but
said
tell the
we
truth.
drafted
Flame ain't
a
telling no lie.
quarterback this year. That what
We
Flame
might.
said.
The
I
draft
doubt it.
ain't
He
We
over
might.
yet.
said that.
The draft
He
ain't
said
over
we
yet.
drafted the quarterback. He's been
We
lying.
might.
And hey,
He
hey,
said
think
fuck
about this now.
around.
This is just an if. This is just an if. What if when 51 come in within 2 seconds, that damn pick go and then say, and with the 51 pick, the Carolina Panthers pick from Penn State, Drew Allen. What about that, driver? Draft ain't over yet.
I be like that, dumb motherfucker.
You crazy as hell.
Nah, because like I told you, ain't none of them niggas like that. It's some now. If this season come out, like I told you, when I watch college, because I'm gonna be locked in now. When I watch college football this year, and this is a motherfucker that goddamn doing what he got to do, then if you ask me that same question, then I might have a different answer. But right now, shit, I ain't giving no. It ain't no nigga out there right now better than Bryce, especially how I see the season going with. Like I told you, I'm not concerned with Bryce on far as his weapons or not. That's why I told you before the draft. I wanted to go defense. Everybody else concerned with that shit. Go wide
But you
receiver
said
here.
we ain't got no
Go
backup
do
wide.
this and
We
do
ain't
that.
got no second wide receiver though.
What's that?
You said we don't have a second wide receiver though. Not solidified anyway, right?
Based on the business side, we don't.
We didn't say that
I
dumb
mean,
shit.
we gotta throw Coca and XL like that, but them niggas ain't, you don't know what you're gonna get.
Are we ready to win the NFC South with this left tackle now?
Logic, stop. Don't be like
I
that.
guess so. I
Logic,
guess so,
stop.
Rod. I guess
I'm
so.
just saying. I'm just
Y'all
saying.
gotta
Let's
stop
go.
with this hate with Monroe,
He
bro.
might come,
No,
he might guess what? Logic, he might come right in motherfucking goddamn on time. Shit.
He
You
might,
never
but guess
know.
Might.
what? Are we really drafting at 19 for hopes and maybes?
It's
but
not. I
Yeah.
don't
Logic.
think that's a hope, though. I think he finna replace somebody. That's a difference. What time when he do it, we don't know. It can
Listen,
happen
if
in
he
the
turned
mid
into a
season or
15,
next
he
season.
turned into a 10-year, 12-year, 15-year guy for the Carolina Panthers. Hey, if he'd be our next Jordan Gross or some shit, hey, that's better be what's up. Cool. But right now, as we are currently constructed,
Yeah.
at 19, is you really thinking left tackle need to be the best thing? We could have got any left tackle in the draft. We could have got him second
Hey,
round,
I
third round,
said that
fourth round.
Logic. Hold on, Logic. What I been banging on the
But
goddamn
Max
paper for
went
the
early,
defense.
Logic too, though, because
I'm
Max was
not.
actually supposed to
I'm
go
not.
second round, but he didn't.
I know.
I'm not finna sit here and say that at that pick, that's what I would have took. I thought I would have took Peter Woods.
But
I mean, that's what I would have took, but their decision is what we got to live with. And then at the same time, like I told you, you got to look at the business side. When you about to, you letting people go Taylor Moton or you trying to replace, bro. I understand the business side. That's what I'm saying. If we just talking about specifics on football and how shit go, that's a difference. That's like with Jalen Coker and XL.
Most
But
tackles were
that
getting hit too.
on the business side, you don't have a number two. And I asked that to all fan bases. Whatever you like, whoever you like. I'm like, bro, on the business side, do we got a number two? Give it like, nope. Because you don't. You just got niggas that walking out that hole.
I get it in the long term, and if you a team right now that feel like you don't need to worry about anything else because you have key pieces elsewhere, but you need to solidify the offensive line, I have no fight, no nothing for that position being taken right there at 19.
But
as constructed, like we look, I didn't feel like that was it. Yes, you got to figure out what's going to happen with Icky, but you also just spent money on the offseason, even if it's a 1-year rental. If the man don't get hurt, that boy's gonna sit his ass on the bench for the rest of the year, unless he walk in that building and say, you know what, y'all done rotated some stuff on the offensive line. Some other guys went down. I don't care where you put me. I just want to play. Then again, there you go. He might not be playing left tackle. He gonna be like, he just want to get on the field. He a big body. They want to see what his ass got, and you're gonna get to see him in 2026. But that's another what if. That's another scenario. I wanted to get a guy that could affect us right now, no question.
But
That's
Laundry,
all
but
I'm
a lot
saying.
of
I
tackles
ain't
was
saying he's
getting
sorry.
taken
I
though.
ain't saying he
That's
ain't
what
gonna be
you
no
have to
good
think about
because he's
too.
six
It don't
seven.
why
And if the boy got
but
good feet
you're
and
not
hands, then he
understanding though,
might be
Jalen. It
something
don't
on the long
matter.
term.
It don't matter if all them tackles was getting
That's all
picked.
I'm saying, bro.
It don't matter which one you to pick. They was not gonna play this year. You just picked up 2 left tackles in free agency and a center. And your staple anchor, your anchor is your right tackle. He ain't going nowhere. What the
I
fuck
hate
he
to
gonna
say this.
play?
Man, look. They gonna pick O-line again though. I'm just saying, like, bro, they just trying to get money off the books, man, like you said, man. So
That's what
Well,
they
that's
do when
well
they
and
try to
fine.
get the money off the book. They already got this shit planned out, man. That's what I'm
yeah,
trying to get y'all to
yeah,
understand.
bro, they
It's
just trying to get
already
money off
set in
the books,
stone.
bro.
If you don't
But
see it,
that ain't a win now move.
but we already awarded the division with what we had, bro. So that's what I'm saying. So you don't think they feel like they can repeat with the same niggas? They got better on defense.
Ho. Just made if we won a division with 10 wins. I'm with that. But you yourself just said 5 minutes ago that we limped in this motherfucker. We whatever in this motherfucker we did this, that, the third, right? So you can't sit there and say we won the division like we was dominant. You know what I'm saying? In the division. Last time I checked, the Saints drafted last night and the Bucks drafted last night. You understand what I'm saying? And
Right.
the damn
Hold
Falcons
on.
drafted tonight.
So when I mentioned that, didn't I say that? Like I said, we won free agency. We gained an all pro on defense. We gained one of the highest pressure rates edges in the league.
But you still need a linebacker
You
though.
got I understand that, but you went to the playoff without these niggas. Now I got these niggas.
Once again, driver in the weakest division in football, where the Bucks was hurt, the Falcons quarterback got hurt, and then the Saints started a damn rookie. Now you gonna say what you just said. We won the division. You keep harping on that shit right there.
Yeah,
All 3 of them
because
teams got better. All 3 of them teams done got better.
they reach. Only person that could say they might ain't reach is goddamn Tampa Bay because they got Ruben Bain. But the thing about it is this: is the reason why teams passed up on him. He was a top 5 pick, right? He got then Jordan Tyson injury prone.
Okay.
Everybody know that. Both of them players for the Saints and for Tampa Bay. That shit is a juggernaut. You don't know which way it could go.
Read that one for me, Ronnie. I mean, before I bring up Ronnie, hold on, Ronnie. Read that one for me, Jalen, before I bring
All
up
right.
Ronnie.
Mike loves Jesus with the $5. He said we are one injury away from being a worse defense than we were last year.
I don't think that's true because you got Princely bagging up Phillips. He could come in. And then I absolutely believe that we're going to draft a linebacker. I'm like, I don't understand, man. It's, bro, Anthony Hill out there. Jeremiah Trott out there. You got
Jake Golday,
Rodriguez out there. Jake Rodriguez. Man, it's so many linebackers out there, man. It's like y'all tripping. And then on top of that, I told you safety position. You got my boy I know for a fact AJ Housey and the other guy, I can't think of his name. Out that hole. It's 2 safeties or 3 close, probably 3 safeties still out there that could start.
Bud Clark, AJ Housey.
Yeah, Bud Clark. That's what I keep on thinking about. I'm not concerned.
But so you getting ready to tell me you passed up first round talent for second or third round talent, and you cool with that? Now you wouldn't have been
What
cool
you
with
mean?
that on the other side of the ball.
Hold on. This thing go. The only player that I knew that was first round talent that went first
Was the boy
round
from
talent on
Oregon?
defense. Was
So you gonna tell me the boy from
Peter
Oregon?
Woods. Hold on. Let me finish go. The only one I consider was a first round talent with Peter Woods. The boy from Oregon, I did consider him a first round talent, but I know that he was going first round. But see where he ended up with. I mean, he ain't. I mean,
But
he
Travis, you
that
can't say
to
that
other
because
people.
so we don't need a safety. Is what you saying? See,
He's
you
not
say
that
okay. So
good, go. That's what I'm
who not that
saying. The
good?
dude from Oregon not that good. You
Oh
gotta watch
shit!
tape on the nigga.
I'm a stump you right there because I'm an Oregon fan. Dylan was actually one of our best players on the defense.
He's not
man.
better than AJ Hawson. Hands down. He's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not. What do you just because you're a
He's-
fan? I'm not. Look, I'm a fan of LSU. That man played one season with LSU. I only seen probably a few games. When people ask me about him, I was like, bro, I ain't know too much about him.
I
Because
like
really, I didn't watch
AJ
him in a
too,
couple
though. Don't get
games.
me wrong.
But I
Like, I
watched
really
his
do.
career. And I watched old boy career too on tape. Them two different niggas. Two different niggas.
AJ is more
That's
of
it.
a
That shit night and day. You'll see. That nigga is not that nigga, dog. That's why everybody was talking about Bud Clark and goddamn AJ Hawson more than they was talking about this nigga. They was just like, man, we knew he going first round. You know why he going first round. Because school he at, and you know what I'm saying? Other shit.
That combine too.
That's
bro.
it. That nigga ain't that nigga. That's some bullshit.
The safety on who I want, honestly, is probably Bud Clark, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I think he'll fit our team better too.
Everybody know that
he
shit.
can do a little bit more.
That nigga ain't that type of nigga. That's why I told him, nigga, man. Is that nigga Anthony Hill, dog, knock your face off. That the other nigga from Texas Tech, defensive end, dog, he gonna knock your face off. These niggas knock your face off.
Jake Golden.
That nigga that they drafted last night, they had him
you know
going
what?
first round.
You just
I
say
called him out.
I take Jake Goldele.
Me too. I'll take him
Jalen?
too.
Yeah, dog. Know what I'm saying?
He a dog, man.
That nigga they took the other night, last night, he ain't supposed to go first round. The nigga out of UCL. I was telling nigga, bro, dog. Them nigga knock your face off. I say he the hardest defensive end. I say he the hardest defensive end in the draft. They were like, I'm trying to tell you. These the niggas I see close up. I know. These niggas knock your face off. Every time they line up. Yeah. Trying to tell you, them the niggas you want on your team.
That's what I'm saying.
But what it do, fellas? What's good, man? Everybody good today? Everybody good today?
Yes, sir.
Everybody good, sir. Everybody outstanding, right? They outstanding.
Hey, Bronny, make a.
Say it with the chest, go. Say it with the chest. Since I can't hear you.
Hey, read that Flame, last one for Flame, Jalen.
All right, Flame with the $5. He said, by the way, Driver, what I said is the QBs are better next year. I would rather draft a QB the next year.
Man, like I say, man, it's niggas, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. It's some few niggas, bro. Like I say, bro, that nigga from USC. I caught that nigga out. They had
all about him.
They
still
had
there.
him going in like second round, third round. When I first saw the tape on that nigga, bro. When I first saw the tape on that nigga, I said, ain't no way you pass up on that nigga. Ain't no way. That nigga, man, every time he come across that motherfucking end, that nigga cleaning niggas up. I say he the best edge, per D edge rush in the draft. Yeah, dog. That nigga Anthony Hill,
dog.
They talking about Sona Styles. Nah. Nah.
Driver, I'm finna
He
make
didn't got the
bold.
face in the dirt. I'm
Driver,
trying to tell you, man.
Driver,
Fuck
I'm
all
gonna
that
make a
bullshit they
bold
talking about.
prediction. In the second round, I guarantee you, Panthers probably gonna try to get either Jacob Rodriguez or Jake Goldie, and then they're gonna trade up to get Bud Clark. I'm calling it. They
Yeah,
finna
that's
trade
what
up, bro.
I call that nigga Jot, that nigga protector. I call him Johnny Bravo. That's my nickname. That nigga that went number 2. I call him Johnny Bravo. That's what he built like. Yeah, that's why I say shit. We got to get land up. We got to move up and go get one of them niggas, dog.
We do.
That's what
We
I
do
say.
badly.
We
And
got to
then-
get one of them niggas, man. They can't get one of them soft ass niggas. They get one of them niggas knock ass out.
In driver in the third round, I think we either gonna get Oscar Delt or some receiver. I don't know who we gonna get in the third round, but that might be an offensive weapon. And then we get our center 4th round or 5th round or something like that. Our center and our guard in the 4th or 5th round. Oh, actually, we're not gonna have a 5th round because we're gonna trade up. So never mind.
If you trade up, one of them 50s coming out.
And like,
So
like
what you gotta say? What you gotta say, Ronnie?
I'm listening, man.
Bye, Tommy Tremble.
Hey, go like you were saying though. You know, only thing I like to say, I was kind of disappointed because they kept that second round, that 5th round pick. So, like I say, I can kind of see where they going with it, but I think something gonna happen though. They
Yeah,
gonna trade them somewhere.
Me too. I think we're trading up too. We gonna have to to get our 2 biggest needs. Oh yeah, bro. We gonna have to. And you never know. It might be Lee Hunter. You never know. It might be a D tackle today. I don't know.
They player was off the board. That's why.
That's what it was, Driver. That's what it was, Driver. That's what it was. Sadiq come off that board. And when Sadiq came off that board, they was like, oh shit.
He was close to their ass too. It was a few people though that I think they would have took. I'm telling you, man, it was a few people. It was like people sleeping on. I picked on Caleb Banks in the mock draft. I was telling you we were gonna take. He went early before. I'm telling you, but them folks still on his ass. And I was trying to tell like, bro, y'all sleeping. You gotta look at the tape, bro. The man is a dog. You mean like y'all? You telling me shit? I know. I'm looking at this shit. They gonna take that nigga ass. That nigga goddamn. That nigga take on 2 niggas. He can play the run in the pass.
I told Go Caleb Banks was better than Peter Woods. I told him that.
So they gonna take his ass even with you like you gonna take out like
watch what Pete do. Watch what Pete do this year. Watch, man, boy, I'm telling y'all.
I'm not saying but I'm saying I'm with Peter Woods too. I was just saying that if looking at when you look at the film, you gotta look at you're looking at a whole bunch of elements. You just can't look at one thing.
He ain't catching that double team like that. He ain't catching that double team over there in Kansas City because Chris Jones is over there. You understand what I'm saying? Watch what Peter do. You know what I'm saying? See, it's scheme, bro. You understand what I'm saying? It's scheme, man.
I understand that. No, I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. I'm just saying that.
Was like say one on one, you can't cover me. That's what a 3-tech is about. You understand what I'm saying? So when that's his man. Yeah, watch the shit. He's not a space eater that takes on double teams, and that's what he was asked to do last year in Clemson because the rest of them boys are gone. The rest of them boys got drafted last year. That's what y'all got to understand.
It's too much talent, Go in the second round, third
round.
You
talking about knocking your head off now. That boy knocked your goddamn head off, just like you just said, Driver. Now, trying to tell you now, you better. Okay, y'all watch what he do.
Where Peter Wood go? I fuck with her. I want us to get him. Shit, you act like I ain't want the nigga.
Watch how this shit go down in Kansas City.
Go. We already see. You looking at it like. This is why I keep trying to say this. I want them to build around defense. But the more you want them to do something like how you seen they put that shit together in the free age, you like, man, they finna go defense. They gonna put this shit around. And when they went the other way,
They always go
because
defense
No,
second
no, no,
round
no,
though.
no. I knew that they was not gonna go defense because of what they, like you just said, what they did in free agency. But I got pissed last night when the shit fell in their lap. You understand what I'm saying? That's where
And
I'm
we could
coming
have
from.
traded down for Dylan too. We could have traded down for him.
no, he wanted the next pick, man. I know he wanted the next pick. After we picked him out, the next pick he went. Washington draft.
We could have got.
Nah, who that was? Nah,
down
my
for
bad,
both
Cotton. That was Lemonade.
Hey,
Lemonade went.
Jalen,
That was Lemonade went.
Jalen,
Then
here's my
he
thing.
went. Yeah, my bad. Yeah,
You
that
gotta
was.
have a trade partner to trade down too. You can't just make a call and say I want to trade down. You gotta have somebody willing to want to move up. And the Eagles ain't want to move up with us because they knew they wanted Lemon and they knew we weren't going Lemon. So that's why they probably ain't call us. So, I wanted Dylan Thieneman too. I would have wanted safety, but I'm not mad. Old tackle was my next pick because we can't keep looking for the answers after the fact. Let's be proactive. We still haven't found a long-term center since Ryan Khalil. Let's not do that with the tackle position. And that's what Monroe Filling does for us. We got a starter level tackle in the 19 pick. Like you said, we could have went later and got some depth piece, but at that point, you looking at a backup. Monroe Freeling could be a starter on most teams. He's just in a position where he doesn't have to start for us. I looked this up, Goat. Brian Burns was picked 16. He only started 5 games his rookie year. He even came
Yeah,
off the
because they
bench.
had him. Yeah,
And
they
they
had
had
him as
that
a
nigga,
gunner.
Ron
But
Rivera
look,
had him on gunner. Exactly. I remember Ron Rivera had
yeah,
that nigga on
look at.
gunner. So it just happens like that. Like, yes,
But
you got the nigga in
hold
the
up, though.
first round. He should
Hold up,
start, but
though.
it depends on
Hold up,
the
Omar.
team.
Hold
Yes,
up,
sir.
Omar. That was a different team though he was picking for. See, he was picking for the future on that team right there because we were lacking all over the goddamn place. You understand what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
we are now. That was a better team.
Go and crazy. I think this is one of the most complete teams we done had in a while, from top to down. This is one of the most
Other
complete
than
teams we done had.
other than quarterback. That's why the
Yo,
motherfucker
you
can't go.
yeah, you
That's
you
why
already
it's
know
not
about
gonna
that,
go.
but yeah, but go. This only makes it more obvious when you can tell the weak link. That's all that matters. So let's build everything out to where that weak link. There's no excuses for it. He's gonna have the pass protection. I still think you go defense in this second round. You get him another wide receiver. You make sure even get him a tight end on day 3. You make sure that you give this boy everything he needs, so that after this 5th year, there is no reason to have any debates. Well, we still ain't seen enough. No, in this 5 years, we have made improvements to the offense and to the defense. We just need you to be that missing guy. If you that guy, as his fans say he's that guy, this team is legit. If he can be the weapon that we need, this team can do something. That's just what it comes down to. But yeah, I don't hate the pick. I think it was a good pick. It gives us the flexibility to where now, come next year, we ain't goddamn looking around like, damn, now we need a tackle, and now we got to go overpay for somebody like Robert Hunter, Damian Lewis, or you got to go get a bum like Stone Forsythe. Now you got somebody that you can put on one side, and you hope Icky comes back the same. I'm not off to get rid of Icky. I'm happy for this because we don't got to rush Icky back. We don't know what Icky is. So take your time. If Icky needs to miss the whole
You
year,
didn't have to
let him
rush
miss the whole year.
when they went out there and got Walker. They didn't have to rush him back. They didn't have to rush him back when they went out
Exactly.
there and got Walker. So I mean, they already knew that. So that's why I still don't understand the pick. I mean, if
But
y'all like it, like I said, I love it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
When they was
and
defensive pieces there, when you had a defensive tackle there to go with your all-star defensive tackle, and you could have signed both of them boys could have been here the next 5 years as a unit, as
who's that?
a
Peter
family.
Woods for you? I like Kaden
Yeah.
McDonald myself, but I knew we wasn't gonna get him
Peter,
at 19.
well, I'm saying Peter Woods, Derek Brown combination. You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying? Could have been here the next 5 years.
Cause I say,
So
Goat, I know you a trench guy, so that's why I'm hearing you say that. I'm like, Goat, I didn't heard you talk about the trenches for years. I thought, like, I understand it's the value for you. It's the value and where you think. Cause like I said, we went according to their boards, BPA.
mm,
I think everybody had a consensus board where Freeland was at least a top 13 player just in the draft. And so the fact that he fell to you at 19, you like shit. We don't have an immediate high need at tackle, but he is the best player available. Shit, let's go ahead and solidify this O-line. I definitely thought they was going to go lemon and give Bryce another weapon, but I'm happy they did it because I think Freeland can be here for the next 3 to 5 years and be a solid tackle.
But when the defensive pieces was there, though, Omar, you understand what I'm saying? And you could have took this 14 defense to like knocking on the door of 10. I think it was a mistake.
I feel you. And like I said, the draft's not over. So if we come out this second round, you go get a linebacker, you go get a safety today, get a tight end and wide receiver tomorrow, we may look at things different. So like I said, we gotta let them cook. We gotta let Dan see what Dan do. Like I said, don't believe anything Dan say, because Dan's just gonna tell y'all a bunch of shit. But I see the vision. I at least see the plan. And that's why somebody try to come in and say we win now. I mean, yes, but also you still got to build a team for the future as well. And so you got to get younger on that O-line. You know, we got the most expensive O-line. We got $92 million on O-line.
Of course.
The second closest is 70-something, and that's the Denver Broncos. So we about to start cutting prices on this O-line because contracts about to start coming up. You got to do something with Hunt and Lewis. You're not Moen already got his last extension in Carolina. Moen ain't getting paid no more. So I can't be mad at it when I'm looking at it. I think this was a Brent Tillis pick. If I'm really thinking about it, I think Brent, from a money movement point, said, hey, the best thing for us to do is go ahead and get this O-line so we don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, because they did say in the press conferences, they like, we spent a lot of money on offensive linemen. They said that. So, I mean, I understand. Don't get me wrong, and I'm going to say it one more time. I understand what they're doing. I even gave the examples of what they're doing. They're preparing for Taylor Moton, depending on how Icky Nee come back. You know what I'm saying? And drafting for the future. I understand. But the pieces was there on defense. That goes back to the proverbial bird in the bush, the bird in the hand. You understand what I'm saying? So
The defense.
I got to see the direction. I think this is more of in 2 years or a year and a half or something like that. When something come out on the other end, and then we like, okay, they made the right decision. And then again, it can flip flop and be like, oh, they fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you. I agree with you 100%. I definitely think best case scenario, Monroe beat out Rasheed Walker this year at left tackle. Worst case, he just develops and he maybe come in for a game or two if somebody's injured. So I feel
best case scenario, Omar, Icky comes back, Monroe plays right. You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
Money get cut on Taylor. You start drafting for Hunt and Lewis to get on out of the way. You got the young boys in there. But if Peter Woods be the monster I think he is, and that safety go out there and be the monster, and the other guy, you know what I'm saying, in that draft class, then you going to say, that nigga there better be you know what I'm saying? He better be an all-pro. He better be a motherfucker Pro Bowler.
You really want to know why I didn't think they go D tackle? I don't even know if they go D. They might go D tackle. Hey, that nigga that's robbing us right now, Turk Warren, he got to do something, bro. Brent Till is very.
That's what I'm trying to say. Because
he bounced
look,
and Turk got to produce.
You could have easily, the way you saying that we could have done that to cut the money on the offensive line. We could have got rid of Turk ass next year, as soon as camp hit, or June, whatever. You know what I'm saying? If you'd have went in there and draft Pete, or
They're not gonna do
whoever,
They not gonna cut. They're not gonna cut.
Why not?
I think the cap hit.
Why not, Ronnie?
The cap hit is too high right now. I don't know what it is for next year, but I know you at least because he got a 4-year deal, so you're really not able to usually get out of those deals until after year 2 or 3, depending on how it was front loaded or back loaded. So I think
I
he don't have 3 to 5 years, bro.
I'm crazy for saying it. I was crazy for saying it. Omar just said 4 years. So I said 3 to 5. That's what I said yesterday. But I was crazy as hell for saying that shit.
3 to 5 years for what, Ronnie?
I'm saying
talk to him.
Just like he just said, Go said that we should cut. And I said, no, they already gave him a contract and they're going to look for the investment back. Either if they cut him, that's the last resort, bro. They're going to try to create value to get them out here. They lost.
Hey, is that me or that Ronnie?
That's all I'm saying.
That might be Ronnie.
That might be
Yeah,
Ronnie
that
right
might be
there.
Ronnie.
We can't hear you, Ronnie. Go out, come back in, cause you ain't saying shit. No way.
Yeah, I think they trying to find places where they can like. I think they really would have wanted to re-sign Ashawn, but there's no need to when you got Bobby
They
Brown,
couldn't.
Kirk, and
But they
Cam
couldn't
Johnson.
though.
You
They
can't.
couldn't
Yeah,
afford it
that's what
though.
I said. It's cost
Yeah,
cutting.
they couldn't
They have
afford
to
it.
realize where
Yeah,
can we allocate all this money to, and that's why I credit
yeah.
Brent Tillis to. Like, so sometimes you got to go cheap at certain spots or go draft some players because just from the money it don't make sense. So, like I
But
said, I
that's
think
the main
Cam
thing.
Johnson gonna get a
That's the
lot.
main thing. What I'm saying. That's the main
Yeah,
thing. That what I'm saying, Omar. You can't do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Because of the money. Even if they did want to keep Ashawn, they couldn't do it because of the money. You know what I'm saying? It was the
yeah.
money, the money, the money, the money, the
He got
money.
he got 10
That's what
million
I
in
said.
Tampa. I'm not even
Yeah,
mad at him. Like if you can get that from
yeah.
Tampa fully guaranteed, we ain't got that for you. We ain't got 10 mil fully
No, we ain't
guaranteed
got
for
that
you.
for you. We ain't got that for you at all. No, you couldn't see that over here
Yeah.
at all.
But like I said, I think D-Tack, they may look at if Turk don't produce this year, then you got to look at getting off of him. Like I said,
You
you
got
you
to get
hope
off
that
it.
you hope Cam Jackson can make a step. Like I said, I really like Bobby Brown. Bobby Brown was started playing good towards the end of last season, so I hope he can kind
Yeah,
of
but
start earlier in the year.
he's spotty, man. He
He
like I
is,
said
he is. You
earlier,
got to
he
be more
here or
consistent.
there. You know what I'm saying? You don't know which Bobby you're gonna get week to week.
Okay. Then
Yeah,
someone in
the other guy, the D line coach said it himself. He said, well, he got to be motivated. You know what I'm saying? That's not good.
he got to be motivated. Who?
That's what he said because he worked with him in L.A. He worked with Brown in L.A. And he said if he's motivated, you know what I'm saying? Pretty much like he's a monster if he's motivated.
That ain't
You know
good.
what I'm
That ain't
saying?
a good
Yeah,
mindset. That's
that
not
ain't good.
good.
Yeah.
And then someone in the chat said Dan said the DT class was good at the top. So I do think they'll go D tackle at 51, if not trade down. I'm thinking it's a defensive player too, but you never know though.
Yeah, man, that's the biggest thing about it. You don't know. You don't
Yeah,
know.
man, you don't know. I mean, I would love for them to get 2 second-round picks somehow, but I mean, whether it may be a trade up or a trade down, but I'm not sure, man. I mean, the talent's looking so slim, so but we'll see.
Yeah. Hey, fellas, I got to slide. Y'all know we coming on back. What time that thing supposed to come on
6
tonight?
o'clock in
6 o'clock.
PM.
We're gonna be back at we're gonna be back at 6. We just want to give y'all check the temperature, man, check the water, and see what was going on, this morning. But y'all know we already coming back 6, 5:30, whatever, and we can continue on.
Yes, sir.
So it
Go. You
wasn't gonna
take it
be
Yes,
no
easy.
sir.
yeah, it wasn't gonna be no 20 hours today, you know what I'm saying? It's just gonna yeah. We did what we did. It's a good conversation. So we gonna be back and we're gonna talk about this. Cause I still don't understand this damn thing, but we should be some more clarity at 51.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So
Can't wait, man.
so Ronnie, you got anything to say? No. Jalen, you got anything to say?
Nope. Brent Tillers. Come on, Brent. Just
Okay.
please. That's all I'm gonna
Come on,
say. Please,
Brent.
Brent.
Come on,
Please.
Brent. All right, y'all. With that being said, come on, Brent. I'm gonna get on up out of here. And hey, y'all know what time it is. We out here.